Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back. We're gonna break this video down. But before we do, I got like this cute little clip I want to play you guys right quick. Y'all know I'm always playing something, right? All right, here it goes. Look, I want to see my kids on Saturday. I'm their father. Hold on, sorry. Look, I want to see my kids on Saturday. I'm their father, so don't try to play games with me and keep me from my kids.
What time do you want to pick them up? How long do you want them for?
It'll just be for a few hours. There's a new go-kart spot that opened up, and I want to take them.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
So you don't got to worry. You go ahead and plan a date with your little boyfriend or whatever.
I'll see you Saturday at 11.
Wow. So you're not even going to deny it. You holding around already. I knew it. Pointing your kids off so you can go bang your boyfriend.
You asked to see the kids. I said yes. It's really that simple.
You always been a liar anyway. Just admit that you're seeing somebody. I already know it's true, so just admit it.
Okay, so this conversation is now over because it's no longer about the kids.
How is this not about our kids? Don't you think your little rotation of men is going to damage them? I get to decide who's around my kids. Narcissists.
Yo.
Okay, so here is the video that you guys wanted to see. I don't know. Let me see how long this is. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, she's off. Okay, let's get into it.
Yo, it's your boy Neek Bay in the house.
And your girl Charmaine Bay, his wifey.
Yeah, you gotta add that. Okay. I guess that works. This is
Yes.
Marriage and Mirage. We got a new episode today, and we have ourselves a special guest. We got Briana Hampton in the house.
Yes. And I've been following you, Briana, for years. I mean, the skits on social media, anybody who doesn't know who you are obviously does not have social media because
Right.
you have come such a long way. We've watched your family grow. I remember I was telling you on the phone your pregnancy pranks.
Yep.
Yes, you are infamous for the family pranks and just doing your thing with fashion and, you know, your family, your kids are so cute. So thank you so much for coming through.
Yes.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, Marriage or Mirage. Now, we had to hit up our girl, Briana Hampton, and you used to go by Miss Latruth.
Right.
So she changed her Instagram name, y'all. Okay, it's not the same.
Yeah, if y'all trying to look for her, what's your new
Can't find
Instagram?
me.
What's your
Just
new
being Briana.
There you go.
So just being Briana, and you know, obviously we're gonna.
Y'all remember before she changed her name, they was so mad and screaming. She using his name for clout. She needs his name to make money. She won't drop his name because if she drop his name, she'll die out. She'll have to go back to Best Buy and put on a smock and a name tag. And she'll have to say, can I help you, please? Because if she dropped that name, if she dropped that name, she's nothing. Y'all remember that? She dropped the name and then it's what? She got the same hairstyle she had when they was together. She still wearing a wedding ring. She still wearing this. She still wear the same hair. She still chewing gum the same. She still look the same. She still walk the same. She still talk the same. She need to give all that up. Go on back. All of it up. All of it up. Give it up. Give it up. Take it off. It's funny because they think every single thing is owned by Latruth. He owned everything. The eyebrows, the toenails, the finger, the blood, everything, honey. All of it is his, honey. It's his. Lord Jesus.
Get into your whole story. But what did changing your Instagram from Miss Latruth to just being Briana, what did that mean for you?
For me, stepping outside of someone else's light and becoming my own woman and letting people get to know who I am outside of Mrs. a wife and somebody else's limelight.
Right.
So now it's just me. Now you get to know who I am outside of that.
Just being Briana. I
I
love
love
it.
it. So, I would love to get to your story because what we know is you are a businesswoman, a fashion
Mm-hmm.
stylist. You were selling wigs, other hair accessories. I'm not sure if you're still the owner of Classy Queens, but you
Mm-hmm.
also have your own boutique. And we were reading that you was inspired to open this shop.
They don't like to hear that right there. They're like, it's Robert's. It's his. He's the owner of the boutique. It's his wigs. It's Robert's wigs. Robert bought them wigs. It's not her. It's not her. She's not the owner of shit. It's all Robert. The truth is Robert's. It's not hers. Stop saying it's hers. It's just not. It's just not.
Up after your mom was diagnosed with cancer.
Yes.
And she was losing hair, so you had your own boutique and dance studio. So I think this is all impertinent information because like you just said, a lot of people know you for the funny videos and you
Mm-hmm.
being a wife. But I would love to talk about who is Briana Hampton, where you grew up, how you grew up, your parents, siblings if you have, and just your journey to becoming that businesswoman and being involved in fashion.
Okay, so I was born in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I was raised.
Oh yeah, y'all want to know? You know what? The next, the newest lie, I guess, the newest lie is that she's 37 years old. Oh my God. Oh my God.
In Southfield, Michigan. My mom moved there.
Okay.
And I lived there up until like ninth grade. And then I wanted to go live with my dad.
Mm.
So my mom let me go live with my dad. So I went back to Rocky Mount. And then I finished high school in Rocky Mount.
Okay.
Dope.
And are you the only child?
No, I have
No.
two siblings. I have a brother and a sister by my mom.
Okay. So when you left your mom's house, you left your other siblings and just kind of did your own thing.
Yeah, because I'm the baby. So I was the last one.
Got it.
Anyway. So when I
I
went to
feel
live
like
with my
that's typical
dad,
baby behavior. Like, I'm
yeah,
gonna leave and go do my own thing.
right. Because I've always been both, like mom and dad girl.
Mm.
Like, so it was hard when my mom divorced my dad. But
Mm.
then I was like, you know what? I lived half of my life with you. Let me go live the rest over here and see what that
You got that right, Nina. A damn shame. You got that right.
life is like.
Right. So how do
So,
we fast forward? What happened between living with your dad and finishing
mhm,
high school and being Miss Latruth and
mhm,
starting this whole YouTube, social media
mhm.
platform up for your family? Fill us in on the backstory of even how
Okay.
y'all met and just, how when the kids came into play, any red flags that were coming in the picture, fill
Okay.
us in.
So I had three kids prior to meeting Latruth.
Okay, were you married before?
No, I met
Okay,
him in high school sweetheart.
got it.
So thought I was gonna be with him forever.
That's
No,
how it
didn't
always
happen.
is with the high
Yep.
schoolers. And I just hope
Yep.
that they just give life a chance. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But go ahead.
So I met him when I was 16,
Okay.
and then we broke up when I was 21, I want to
Mhm.
say. And then I got into modeling. I started modeling and stuff, and then I was doing music videos. And
Okay.
then this one video, I was in a music video by myself. And the guy was like, can you reach out to certain people to like promote the video? Because I think you did amazing. And I just want my music to be heard. So in doing so, I reached out to Latruth.
Got it.
And I was in his comments like, check your DM, want to pay for promo. So he checked his DM from me, and we never made it to the promo because he asked me for my phone number.
So
And then we started talking.
right. So
Right.
at that
Briana had to be smoking hella crack. Briana had to be smoking hella crack. Put my disclaimer up because I ain't trying to call nobody no drug head, but she, Oh my God. Briana gave this man her phone number and they started dating. Like she had to be smoking hella crack because listen, you know how they always say Briana she didn't look good back then. Y'all, I don't know if y'all see. Just hit play, y'all. Let me just hit play. Just gonna hit play. That's it. That's all I'm hitting play.
Time, he and you can give us like how many years ago that was, but was he like popping on social media? Was he like known? Because I know you both have a lot of followers. So did he have a lot of followers at that moment?
Yeah, he had 3 million at that time.
What? 3 million?
Wait a minute, 3 million. I thought he had 6 million. Which one is it? 6 million, 3 million? Which one is it? Did he have 3 million? Did he have 6? I thought he ain't lied since he was who lying? Who lying, y'all? Is it Briana lying or is it Robert lying? Who lying? Because he said he had 6 million followers and she said he had 3. Who is lying? Who is lying? I dropped my coffee link. I need to hear some jingle, 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 ringle, ringle, ringle. I dropped that coffee link, you guys. It's pinned at the top. Treat your girl to a tall glass of latte mocha. Okay. Extra sugar and extra cream.
And this is on Instagram?
Facebook.
Facebook. 3
Facebook.
million
So
followers.
why was he so popular? Like, break that down.
Because obviously, I mean, we read up on him, but like, I ain't know these things. I know him.
Right.
I mean, I know you more.
Yeah.
I know y'all more as a couple than I know him and what he does personally.
A lot. Robert don't like to hear stuff like that. Robert don't like to hear nothing like that right there.
So
Lord.
let us know.
He shared like a lot of memes for catered to women, like love memes. And then he shared other people's talents like DC Young Fly or Cardi B. Like when everybody first started out, he would share their talents along with starting his Will He Cheat series. So that's pretty much how he built his platform.
Got it.
Right. So he's a creator already, like the Will He Cheat series. So he was already the creator, and you kind of got into this game by being with him and just ended up being good at it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it off.
cool.
So you reached out, he got your number. Walk us through that timeline before y'all
Y'all don't have to drop the coffee link no more. I got it pinned up at the top, but thank y'all, moderators. I already got it pinned up at the top, but thank y'all.
actually started like dating and stuff.
So that was around 2016. I had just lost my mom, so it was very fresh hurt, trauma. So I kind of healed through him. So when I got his number and talking to him, it was just so many similarities between him and my mom. With him being a Gemini, my mom was a Gemini. His mom dying from cancer, my mom died from cancer. His grandmama raising him, and my mama's mom, which is her grandma, raised her. So it was just like, did my mama die and come in you and, and have you to come meet me? Like it was just all weird. So with all of those similarities, I was like, wow, because my mom was alive, she always said, I'm gonna find you somebody. You're gonna date somebody. Because I told her, like, I'm done dating. I don't want to be with nobody else. I'm not marrying nobody. I'm just done after my kid's father relationship. And so when all those similarities came across, I was like, this gotta be my mama.
You were so
In some form.
vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know. I mean, you got kids out of it, right?
Yeah.
So you can never regret that.
Yeah. I got one.
Okay.
One with him. So
Right. Okay.
So how was dating life with him, and did you feel like it was like the honeymoon stage lasted for a long time going into the marriage? Like how did it all
I feel like it was
unravel?
pretty fast because I live in North Carolina. He lived in Georgia. So we met in April and got married in July.
Really? In 3-4
Whoa.
months?
Yes.
No.
So
Wow.
I was coming to visit him back and forth. And then he was like, so do you want
Briana, you need your ass. Your ass would Bree. God, April, and you married this joker in July. Briana need her ass whooped, y'all.
To move in with me, and I was like, well, I'm not moving to another state to be nobody's girlfriend.
Caramel Cutie, can you hear my voice? Can you please stop dropping the coffee link? Thank you. I dropped it. I pinned it up already. Thank you.
I got kids involved. I already have a life here in North Carolina. I'm already working.
Right.
I already have my own. I'm good. I'm not about to uplift my kids and take them to a whole nother state just to be a girlfriend. And then 2-3 weeks later, you kick me out.
So was that a red flag looking back that y'all got married so fast?
Yes, because we
Yeah.
did not have time to date.
Yeah,
I think
and
I probably visited his house probably 3 times. And that
Mm.
third time I drove home because I was sad, he was like, well, why don't you just move here?
What the hell was she saying? Hey, listen, all I got to say is the narcissists know how to gaslight and woo you, honey. They know how to love bomb you real fast. He probably was talking all that high, I don't know, high and mighty. You're so wonderful. You're so great. You're just the bomb. Look at you with all your. He was giving her all the praises that Sean wasn't giving her. She didn't met this man in 3 months and said, I do. Lord, Father God, help of Jesus.
wow. Yeah.
And then the second red flag when I moved here was, you don't need to work. You just need to stay home. Do nothing. Just stay here. At first, I'm like, oh, he's trying to be sweet and, take care of me.
Take care of me, right?
But no, it was a sense of control.
Control.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's what we experience a lot when we talk to, people that have gone through a mirage marriage that is similar situations.
Yeah.
It allows, you start to see that he might be narcissistic because he is moving very fast and then he wants to control you and stuff like that. So this is kind of like a reoccurring thing that we've been hearing. So when that happened, obviously you said that was the second flag. Did his personality and him as a person start to change now that you moved in with him and you
Yes.
guys,
No.
A whole lot.
tell us how.
We would argue all the time about me wanting to work. I'm like, I got my associates, my bachelor's, and my master's degree in healthcare. I want to work. I got
Right.
student loans I got to pay. I want to work. Like, this is what I
Right.
went to school for. I want to work. And it was always a battle. Every time it was, I would apply for a job and then he'd be like, nope, you don't need to work. You just need to stay home with the kids. Just stay home with the kids and be here for the kids. Your kids are young. And I'm like, no, I could put them in daycare like a regular
Right.
parent and
Right.
work and, make a living. And then he was like, no, I'm going to show you how to do social media. Now, at that time, social media was not monetized. It was like links, like how you see news articles and you post those fake news.
Yeah.
And
Right.
that's how he made money, or people paying him for promotion.
Okay.
So for me, he was teaching me how to make money through clicking those links. But the red flag,
He was teaching her how to do clickbait, okay? All that clickbait stuff. That's where they learned it from. The truth taught Briana.
was every time he got mad at me, if I talked wrong, if I said something wrong, if I did something wrong, he would take that away from me. So he would remove all access from me having access to his page, and I couldn't make no money.
Wow. Wait, so when was social media links? You got to break this down for me because I don't think I know
So
about this.
like the fake news stories. You know how they make up lies, like they can make Charmaine, we found out she's 6 months pregnant, and it's fake news.
Okay.
But it's an article, so it's clickbait. They just want people to click on it.
So you get, because when you click on it, there's a whole bunch of ads.
Mm-hmm.
So the website makes money off of people coming in and
Yep.
and
It
showing
was
their
called
ads and
My
stuff.
Likes at the time.
Wow.
That alone it tell you, like, for somebody to say that they don't lie, that's deceiving. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Clickbait is a lie. That's deceptive,
Oh, so he would cut your access off to My Likes, where you would make money, where he taught you how to make money, where he wanted you to stay home. And then he would cut you off financially if he did not agree with whatever you done did, and maybe y'all had a disagreement. That's crazy.
How often did you guys argue?
I want to say every other day. Until I finally bowed down and was like, you know what? I just stay home and I work. Whenever I was walking on eggshells, everything was fine. And I think that's what got me where I am today, 6 years, because I stayed quiet and it was like, okay, let me pick and choose my battles because I don't want to fight and I don't want my kids to see certain things. So let me just be quiet, just go on with his flow. Let him lead. As he
Thank you,
says,
Rita.
he's the king, so I need to follow his rules. So that's what I did.
He tells you that.
Yes.
How's
The king of what? The king of rock. There is no higher. Papa MC, something dire. Hey. He the king. If I knew the words, boy.
how soon did you guys have that first kid together?
I didn't
That's
have
what I
her
was
till
gonna ask.
2019, and he did not want another child. So I ended
So
up being
3 years
pregnant. I was
after
off of birth
y'all were
control.
dating, or 3 years
hmm
after married, pretty much,
Yeah.
you had a child, and he didn't
hmm
want another one.
No.
And what were you
Girl,
gonna say about
for
birth control?
I was off of birth control. I was
Mm,
on Depo. I've been on Depo for a long time because I have problems with heavy periods.
mm-hmm.
So I had got off because I'm like, okay, I need my body to readjust to not being on that for so long.
Listen, the her haters know about her period, honey. They got the picture in their phone, baby. You hear me? They hold on to it for treasure. They take it out and look at it every so often. I think at this point they might be getting off with it.
Because it causes bone deterioration, your hair to fall out, certain things like that. So I got off of it, and we was having unprotected sex. I ended up getting pregnant, and for 3-4 months straight, he kept on telling me how he didn't want to have a kid. The first 2
What?
months, I need to have an abortion. Every day, I need to have an abortion, have an abortion, have an abortion, have an abortion, and I'm like, I don't believe in killing my baby, so
And
I'm
y'all are
having her.
married.
This was to the first one
Yes,
or after the first one?
No, the first one.
this is our only one together.
The only
Yeah.
one. So this
Yeah.
was he was trying
hmm
to have you get an abortion while you were your first time
hmm
pregnant with him.
Yes,
That's a red flag, right? Don't you
yes.
agree? Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
But I thought because I seen him and his daughter so much that maybe I would have the same relationship. But I didn't find out till later that he never wanted to have kids.
And how
Not
many
even
kids he
his
got?
first child. He
Okay,
has
he has
2
two.
now.
But he shooting the club up
Right.
and want to
Unprotected.
try to force you to have an
Yes.
abortion.
So he had a daughter before you guys had a child together.
Yes.
Got it. And
hmm
wow, so you guys were married for 6 years.
Yeah.
So the biggest arguments that you guys would have was just revolving around you wanting to work, or were there other things?
Wanting me wanting to work, him flirting with women on social media,
Mm.
because for him it was I have to promote my music. If I don't seem available, then women won't dance to my music. Women won't support me. Women won't comment hard eyes, and women won't tell me I look good. And I'm like,
That's
okay,
not
but you're
true.
married. If
Yeah, but
people
that's
really,
also not true. Like, how many of these rappers are in
It's not true at all. That's just a bona fide fucking cheater.
relationships and people idolize the couple just
hmm
like people idolized y'all as a couple already.
hmm
So I mean, I think he was just trying to get away with something else,
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
Because I mean, we love Lil Baby and Jada Waiter. We
right,
love Saweetie and Quavo. You know what I'm saying? Like Gucci Man and Keisha Kaur. Like Gucci
right,
married. Like
right. And you still gonna see hard eyes. Like they
okay,
still
you
gonna
Right.
still
support the
gonna
music.
Right.
see all that. Girls are
Yeah.
still
So
sliding in his DMs. Like they're still buying their music, and
hmm
sometimes being in a relationship make you hotter, So I don't know about that.
I think Latruth might be finding that out right now. He finding out that people liked him more when he was married to Bree.
Mm-mm.
So, at one point in the relationship did you kind of just kept it quiet and just avoid the arguments? How many
Mm.
years into the to the marriage?
um, I want to say my 3rd year is when I started being silent, but still there would be arguments about the flirting, and there
Right.
would be
Right.
arguments about him going to do skits with women. And it's not the fact of his narrative is, oh, she didn't want me to work with different women. No, it's the narrative of you telling me, oh, I'm going to work with John, but then
You
Tasha and Sasha and Beyonce is in these videos. What happened to John? I don't see John.
Girl, you
Oh, well,
got
John is the
Beyonce,
one
girl.
filming.
Beyonce in the video.
I'm just saying, like, you told me John, but you left everybody out. My whole thing is
It's Jeanette.
I want my man to be able to come to me and be comfortable to tell me what he's doing so that nobody else can step to me and tell me what my husband is doing.
Yeah, so it's not like he would even say, "Hey, babe, I want to do videos with other girls."
He would say he would want to do videos with other girls, but he wouldn't say that. Like, he said, I'm going to work. He'd be like, I'm going to go work with John.
Oh, he
Okay.
didn't say that. I want to do that today, right now. That's what I'm gonna go do.
Yeah, or I'm going to work with Tasha today. Like, it was
Right
always
now.
a secret. And it's like,
Right.
why is it a secret?
I
Like,
wanted to ask you, so it took you 3 years to finally be silent and like accept whatever you were going through in the moment
mhm.
and be miserable. But why did you choose to stay and be silent during, like, at that moment?
Well, a lot of things happen. I feel like with narcissists, we have the trauma bond. So it could be really good and it could be really bad. So it was like a revolving cycle. So I would stay because of the illusion of what he could be.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I get
the
it.
good person that I get is like, oh, if he could just be this all the time.
Right.
I would hold on to that and try to figure out ways to make him stay that person. Like, for me, I felt like when he would smoke weed, that was the best man I ever had. And I was like, I wish he could stay this man without being high. But it just wouldn't. But I stayed.
So the truth is nice when he high, y'all. The truth is nice when he high. When I get high, I come home. Look, I come home early from work. When I get high, yes. I give my wife compliments when I get high. Yeah. I don't call her out her name when I get high. When I get high. When I get high. When I get high. But when I'm not high,
Because I was just hopeful that eventually he would just become that man and just stay that person.
What made you, to your best knowledge, like, why do you
Mm-hmm.
think that he acts the way he acts? Like the negative side of things. Like, do you feel like it's connected to like trauma or like how he was raised or just like,
I think it has a lot to do with how he was raised, but also the most important thing to him is his career and his image.
mm-hmm.
Nothing else matters. Nothing.
Speaking of his career
that
and
is so
image, I
true.
don't want to go too far in the future. So you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna wait until we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it seems like that 3 years. So at that 3 year mark,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of what happened for you to like start speaking up and like was there a line cross? Obviously there was, but like was there an initial
Mm-hmm.
line cross where
No, she stopped speaking up.
yeah she stopped speaking
Right,
at
right,
3 years?
right.
So
Yeah.
like within that 3 to 6 year marriage,
Mm-hmm.
at what point did you kind of say enough is enough and the arguments started coming back and
Mm-hmm.
it just started turning into like a snowball effect?
Um, I don't remember which year it was, but the flirting with the women was a lot. Like, we shared each other passwords, so I've
Mm.
always had access to his phone. I've always went through DMs. Like, that's nothing new. But it's just like, I just felt like, when am I going to be enough for you? Like, when is it going to stop being an excuse for social media? Oh, I need them to like this or if my music. I feel like us being married is stopping my music from blowing up or my career from blowing up. I feel like us
He
staying
would tell you
together.
that?
Yes.
Then why did he get married? He
I don't
went
know.
all the way with you, sis. He didn't just date you
Right.
long distance or have you move in and date you. He
Right. And when
married
I
you and
gave
had a
him the
kid.
ultimatum, he could have said, oh, no, I'm good. But he didn't.
So you gave him an ultimatum like you wanted to get married.
Yeah. I said, I'm not moving my
Right,
kids to
right,
another state
right,
for a boyfriend.
Yeah,
right. That
which
didn't
makes
mean
sense.
like respond talking about you finna marry me.
Right.
How is
And
your
like,
mhm. No,
so
please
it's
continue.
like with women that he would talk to in the past or say that they didn't look good to him, now all of a sudden they start looking good. Now you DM
They could have been engaged. Good Lord, Bree. Ain't no way I would have moved after no freaking 90 days. 90-day fiance.
And them saying, "Ooh, girl, you looking good," or they dance
Mm.
to your music. "Oh, you sexy." That's certain things that you just should not say.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, I'm your wife who's not following not one single man. I'm your wife who don't comment or like any man photos.
And he asked you to
And
do that, or you just did that on your own?
I did it on my own out of
Okay.
respect.
Okay. Good for you. I
How
mean,
how would you
not.
feel?
I
But they call her the hoe. Oh,
mean,
Jesus.
good for you that you wanted to respect him that much. But
Mhm.
I don't feel like any woman should have to do that. Like,
Right.
if
Yeah,
you want to follow dudes, he followed chicks.
Right.
So, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, I don't think it's cool for you to be like liking something
Mhm.
intentionally that
Right.
you would be out
Stuff
of
with thongs
line.
on.
Yeah, that would
yeah,
be out of line to like the respect of your relationship. But at the same time, like men likes all the time, like pictures all the time. Nick be liking pictures, but ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't
Yeah.
tripping.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with liking somebody else's photo at all. At all.
You feel me?
yeah. Leave me out of it.
I ain't tripping.
Unless he got like a Mandingo like print or something in his pants or whatever, I think that might be disrespectful. Or a woman got her tits hanging out or something like that. That might be disrespectful.
But, as a woman, I don't know, it could be just a little different, but
Yeah.
like, I love Chris Brown. So when I see something on Chris Brown page that I like, I'll like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
But Chris Brown not in a G string.
no, Chris Brown's not. And if Chris Brown wasn't a G string, I might like the picture
All
though.
right, let's
You
put
know what I'm
that.
saying? I might
A
like the
man in a
picture
G-string
though.
should not get a like from you. That is pretty disgusting.
I might like the picture though. But if I do, I
I didn't
do.
know
If
you
I
was.
don't,
I ain't know you was into shit like that.
I
That's a
mean,
little
I don't want to
freaky.
see Chris Brown in a G string. I'm just saying, if I was
Okay.
like, oh shit, then I might like the picture.
It sounds like Chris Brown is bisexual.
No,
I didn't
and if
know.
he might be,
Oh,
and I'm
he getting jealous. Oh, that's a cute jealousy right there.
not really like trying to do too
Okay,
much,
okay.
but
So,
like a picture.
all right. How would your husband at the time react if let's say, you wanted to do a skit with another man? Like, is that like, oh
Oh no,
hell
that's a
no?
no.
Oh,
That's a no.
That's a no. Did you
If I
ever
did that,
ask?
I'm getting divorced.
shut up.
Mm-mm. If I like another man's picture, I'm gonna get divorced. If I comment, I'm gonna be divorced.
What?
Okay, how is he as a father? Like, I'm trying to
Hold
find
on.
some good positive things from this brother. How is he as a father, at least?
As a father, he's good.
Yeah.
He
Did
could
he?
do better.
Mm,
How so?
Um, he has daughters,
okay.
so the same issues that me and him have, he have with his teenager, and
Like
that's
what?
another
Or just being
thing.
controlling and stuff?
Oh,
Not being controlling, but not being understanding to someone's emotions and trying to put off your feelings onto them and trying
Yeah.
to tell them how to feel
Right.
and not listening to how we feel. You want to tell us how we should feel,
mm,
Mm,
Right.
and he's just emotional, unavailable.
mm.
mm,
Some men are definitely emotionally unavailable.
mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it has to do with like how they grew up and like
Mm-hmm.
just what they've gone through. Maybe they didn't get proper love in their life, but it definitely leaks
Yeah,
over to their adult life.
which is why I said I feel like that's from his childhood because he didn't have a mom, and then his
Mm,
dad was there but not really there. His grandmother raised him.
right.
So, and then his grandmother really wasn't loving, affectionate to them. And then she had multiple kids to raise. So he wasn't able to get the love and affection that a two-parent household would give, or if he had his mom, or if he had his dad full time.
Did
So
you
I feel like
let
that also
this,
play a part.
did you let that kind of like affect your decision on staying with him for so long that he's gone through these things and he doesn't know how to love and this is who he is and it's not his
Right.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I would tell him things, he would be understanding. But the next day, oh no, understanding is out the window.
As in, like he's forgetting the conversation you guys had, or he's mad
Mm-hmm.
about the conversation, or
Mm-hmm. He's forgetting. Like he'll have an understand. He'll say he understand what I'm saying. He apologize and everything, and then the next day, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't apologize.
oh wow.
It's
You
your
like, are
fault.
you crazy?
So he's kind of just
Yeah, I'm like,
apologizing to get you to
Shut up.
yeah.
just leave it alone.
Wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
To
So
get me back where he needs me to be
right. Tell
as
you
a
what you
sense
need to
of
hear.
control.
Take your asses.
She said he apologized the next day. He'd be like, I ain't apologize. That's your fault. I hear him say that. I ain't apologize to you. That was your fault. You did that. He was high when he apologized. He was off that high when he said, that's your fault. He got to smoke weed to not be a narcissist. Oh,
Sleep. When we wake
Right.
up tomorrow, we ain't never talk about this shit.
So with the inappropriate comments,
Mm-hmm.
when I'm guessing you've caught him like actually physically cheating as well. Besides that, or like where did that how did that come up?
I've seen messages to where he made plans to meet up with someone, but I guess they didn't meet up.
Why you
So,
say I guess they didn't?
because I don't know what conversations they had outside of those text messages.
So did he call the number after he said we
From the
was gonna meet
messages
up?
I read, it seemed like they were supposed to meet up in LA. He's saying that they were supposed to do skits, but the messages she was messaging saying she want to meet up for dinner. And then he said when he got to the airport, I guess he was on the airplane, and he was like, "I'm mad that I didn't get to see you." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm mad that didn't get to see you either." And he was like, "You wasted my time." And I'm like, "Well, why are you so upset if it's just a skit?
Right.
Who would be that mad?" It
Yeah,
went
that
from
doesn't make
y'all
sense.
meeting up for dinner to now you mad that she wasted your time.
How
It's
she
just a
waste your
skit,
time?
right? It's just a
Why
skit.
you mad? Right.
Mm.
I mean, I can understand why somebody would be mad that someone wasted their time for content, but at the same time,
He
do
didn't
we
go there
believe
just for
him?
that.
Do
Mm.
we believe him?
Hell
Like you
no.
didn't go there just for that. So why are you even mad? You supposed to go there for an award show that you had,
Right,
and
right,
We
right.
you
put up
talking
with
about
way
you
too
upset
much
with
for
her
that
for not
man.
meeting up with you. So that was a bit weird. But besides that, no. And then another incident was right after the incident that happened recently. That's all over social media was when he
Yeah.
reached out to an ex, and they had conversations, and she recorded all of their phone calls.
So she recorded all these phone calls. So
Mm-hmm.
obviously, for anyone who's watching, a lot recently happened with Briana on social media and her soon-to-be ex-husband,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Latruth. So we definitely want to talk about what happened and bring us down that road too, because obviously we know who
Okay.
you are. We don't know every single detail as to what happened, but we definitely want to understand.
From your point of view, like
Yeah,
all the stuff that kind of hit the blogs at that moment, like talk us
Yeah.
through.
all.
The ex was somebody that he did a porn video with. I think she's in the Virgin Islands or Bahamas or somebody, somewhere like that.
Of that.
All right.
A Caribbean woman.
So we had just moved into a new.
Oh, but wait a minute, ex. You right. I thought he only had two. I thought Sierra and so did he hook up with Sierra? Is that what we're hearing?
House. I was coming in from taking everybody to school. When I say everybody, I mean including my stepdaughter because she was living with us at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm going to elementary school, to middle school, to daycare. Then coming home, which the daycare was 30 minutes from the house because I have not found a new daycare. So I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's early. I just get in the house and he's like, "So you're not gonna help me unpack?" And I'm like, "No, I'm tired. I just got in the house from dropping everybody off. I just want to sit down for a minute and then I help you." So then he's like, "No, I want you to help me now. See, that's what I be talking about. You don't give me no love and affection." Okay, now I went from me not unpacking to I don't give you love and affection. Yeah, so you just walk past me. You don't even give me no love and affection. I'm like, okay. Just seems like, nah, this man want to argue. So I leave from out of the bathroom because he was in the closet. I leave him out of the bathroom. I go sit on the bed. I turn on the other Marriage Hunt still. I'm watching TV, watching the
Shout out to
show.
Carlos King.
Watching the show, and he comes out the bathroom still saying the same thing. So you ain't gonna give me no love and affection, and I'm just like, what more do you want from me? Like, what more do you want from me? Because the love and affection you want from me is like a motherly love. Like, he's always reminding me, like, I never had my mom, and the way that you love on your kids, I want you to give me the same love. And I'm just like, there's no way I can give you that. Like,
That's crazy.
a mother's love to her son and her daughter compared to a wife's love, it's
It's
gonna be
totally
different.
different.
Like,
Yeah. It's
you
not
want me
even
to come
supposed to
kiss you
be
on
the
your
same.
head? Yes, he want me to come kiss him on his head, tell him everything gonna be okay, rub his back. Everything that I do for
Your
Amora, who's 3, he
kids.
wants me to do for him.
Mm.
Did he ever get jealous of your relationship with the kids?
He got jealous of me and my relationship with my stepdaughter.
What?
Really?
Yes. He
How
said that
how how is that?
I loved her more than him,
Wow.
Wow.
which was like,
Damn,
what?
that's
Do you
weird.
feel like he really felt that, or he was just
You
trying to
love my daughter more than you love
cause
me.
strife
What?
I
between y'all
think
two and give himself reasons to do other shit?
Manipulate.
That is
she
crazy.
moved with us, and it's
The world can you say you love my daughter more than you love me? That is thick. Ugh.
been so much drama with the mama at first that I had to rebuild my relationship with her. So I'm giving her all the time and attention. Whatever she wants, let's talk. I'm being open with her. I'm trying to be the best stepmom I can be. So in doing so, I got to know her more. She got to know me more. And it just seemed like the more love and attention I gave her, the more he got jealous,
Mm.
Mm.
Wow.
which I don't
Did-
understand why that is.
What's their relationship like? Do they have a good relationship between her and him?
They did have a good relationship until they had an encounter where he whipped her, and this was
Mm.
his first time whipping her.
And how old was
And
she at the time?
this was last year. She was 14.
Okay.
How long?
hmm And
And
ever
he,
since then, they
right.
haven't
I
talked.
mean,
They haven't talked since this incident happened.
Wow.
Right.
because I can only imagine like being
They living in the
14.
house
At
together, not
14, I
talking.
wasn't getting spanked anymore. I mean, I was getting spanked before 14, but by the
Right.
Yeah.
time I,
Shit, I got spanked at 17. What's she talking about? She wasn't getting spanked at 14. Shit. I remember I went outside with my hair wet and I got it. Now, what is she talking about? Talking about I went outside after I just washed my hair. My mama told me, you gonna catch the cold, you gonna catch the flu, you gonna catch pneumonia. Come here, girl. Let me whoop your ass right quick so you won't get sick. Listen, they don't know what a whooping is, baby. Until you got whooped for going outside with your hair wet.
became a young lady and got like my period, I noticed my dad didn't give me whoopings anymore. I did used to get
Especially coming
whoopings.
from just visiting or just being picked up to go shopping and getting dropped off to moving in to
And
then
now you're
getting a
getting
whooping,
spanked.
and then you get
Yeah.
whooped till you bleed. That's a
Eee,
total different thing.
that's
Wow.
not
Are
cool.
you able to tell us like what she did? Because nothing is
Yeah.
justifiable for him to
So
do that.
basically, she came into our room and she was like, I want to go out with my friends. I want to meet her at the mall. And then she was like, her sister's going to be there. Her older sister's going to be there. And then he was like, no, it's sex trafficking here in Georgia. If you want to go to the mall, you just can't right now. And then she was like, why? And he was like, I don't need to give you a why. You just can't go. So stormed out the room. She went down the hallway and she said, just take me home now. Take me home. So he was like, okay. He got up, went back there. I wasn't back there, so I don't know when the spanking took place or what happened, but I went back there after she started screaming for me to come get her.
Wow, just because of that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so horrible.
So,
And that
He got jealous because she no longer wanted to be with him. You know what I mean? But her yelling, take me home now. I mean, you 14, you still a little child now. You know what I mean? But he got jealous when she said, take me home now. Well, not jealous, but mad.
messed up their relationship forever. Because, see, not that it's ever okay to go that far to discipline your child, but when they're younger, it's like something that, not that I'm not trying to normalize it, so I don't want
Yeah.
to say the wrong thing, but that's one thing, kind of in a way, versus a young adult. And like you said, you went from, oh, daddy's house, I go
Mhm.
shopping and
Mhm.
I get whatever I want, to I move into daddy's house and he whoops me at 14. Like, that's
Mhm.
traumatizing. And as a young woman, now you've experienced a man putting their hands on you.
Right.
And that is just not cool.
Right.
Yeah.
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
It
that
was
really does
like
suck to
for to
hear.
hear her screaming, Briana, help me, Briana. That was like,
Mm. So was it after this where he felt like you had a closer relationship with her, or before this?
this was, I want to say after, because this was after my 3-year-old birthday. We went to the Bahamas,
Mm.
so that was like July, August
Mm.
last year.
So rewind back to when you took all the kids to school and he was feeling like
Hmm.
he don't get no love and affection. Like, continue that story.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happened?
So after that, I'm sitting on the bed watching a TV show. He comes.
I wonder did she cuss because I said that didn't seem like her character, but then again, don't seem like her character to yell, "Take me home now," either. You know what I mean, to an adult. So I don't know, but he said she cussed and said, "You're not my effing daddy," and you know how Robert can exaggerate and go overboard sometimes, all the time. Lie, just lie.
Out and he's like, "Yeah, I see why my boy Martell did what he had to do," and I'm like, "What?"
Not him interjecting with the show.
Exactly. So he like, "Yeah, I see why Martell went outside. I'm gonna have to go do the same thing, I guess." So I'm like, "Okay." So his phone on the bed, I grab it like any other time. I unlock it because I'm like, I feel like you're trying to tell on yourself. I go through, I'm clicking trying to get to Instagram, and then he snatches it out my hand. Now, like I said, 6 years, I've always went through his phone. We got videos all on social media where I have said I went through his phone all the time. Nothing new. So
Right.
when he snatched the phone, that really gave me a red flag because I'm like, nah, this is different. You've never snatched
Why
your
I
phone
can't
from me.
look through your phone?
Now, do you think
Right.
that he was hiding something, or it was just the fact that he was mad that he was trying to
Definitely
get your
hiding
attention?
something.
Right.
Definitely hiding something. Because why else would you snatch the phone out of all this time?
Bree, he was hiding something. Okay. He was hiding something. Okay. He was cheating. Okay.
Why
Right.
would you snatch the phone now? So when he snatched the phone from me, I'm like, no, give me the phone back. And he like, nah, I ain't giving you my phone. I'm not giving you my phone. You ain't going through my phone no more. Okay. I'm putting my foot down today. You ain't going through my phone no more. And I'm like, okay. So I get up, I snatch the other phone. He snatches that. So I get the laptop. He snatches that. And I'm like, okay. So I get up. At this time, I'm pulling on his pants where he put his phone in. I'm pulling on his pants, trying to get his phone. So then we in there rumbling. We fall on the couch. Then he gets up. As he's getting up from between my legs, my foot hit him right here in his face.
Okay.
So then I grab the laptop. I run to the closet. When I went into the closet, he came into the closet and he says, "So put my motherfucking laptop." I can cuss.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just you
He was
two.
like, "Put my fucking laptop, put my fucking laptop down now." And I threw the laptop. So he takes the tote. It's like a big plastic long tote. Y'all probably done seen it on top of his head. He done made fun of it so many times. But he takes it and then he slams it on top of me once. Now at that time he
Mm.
done hit my head. He picks it up again, and I'm protecting my head this time. And then he slams it on top of me again.
Also, he hit upside the head with the tote, y'all. He said, I just ever so gently sat it on top of her head and just exit stage left because I just wanted to calm her down. No, you hit her with that damn tote. Abuser.
And that's how he ended up hitting my finger. At this time, my finger is like this, So
Let
I'm
me
just
go back
like
just in
running
case
out of
I
the
was talking to y'all. I didn't hear that. Hold on.
like any other time. I unlock it because I'm like, I feel like you're trying to tell on yourself. I go through, I'm clicking trying to get to Instagram, and then he snatches it out my hand. Now, like I said, 6 years, I've always went through his phone. We got videos all on social media where I have said I went through his phone all the time. Nothing new. So when
Right.
he snatched the phone, that really gave me a red flag because I'm like, nah, this is different. You've never snatched
Why
your
I
phone
can't
from me.
look through your phone?
Now, do you think
Right.
that he was hiding something, or it was just the fact that he was mad that he was trying to
Definitely
get your
hiding
attention?
something.
Right.
Definitely hiding something. Because why else would you snatch the phone out of all this time? Why
Right.
would you snatch the phone now? So when he snatched the phone from me, I'm like, no, give me the phone back. And he like, nah, I ain't giving you my phone. I'm not giving you my phone. You ain't going through my phone no more. Okay. I'm putting my foot down today. You ain't going through my phone no more. And I'm like, okay. So I get up, I snatch the other phone. He snatches that. So I get the laptop. He snatches that. And I'm like, okay. So I get up. At this time, I'm pulling on his pants where he put his phone at. I'm pulling
He used the tote as a weapon. Okay. That was used as a weapon. Just like he say she used the pepper spray, that tote was used as a weapon.
on his pants, trying to get his phone. So then we in there rumbling. We fall on the couch. Then he gets up. As he's getting up from between my legs, my foot hit him right here in his face.
Okay.
So then I grabbed the laptop. I run to the closet. When I went into the closet, he came into the closet and he says, "So put my motherfucking laptop." I can cuss.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just you
He was
two.
like, "Put my fucking laptop, put my fucking laptop down now."
But he don't cuss until he's been cussed at multiple times, like 110 times, right? He don't cuss until he cussed at first.
And I threw the laptop. So he takes the tote. It's like a big plastic long tote. Y'all probably done seen it on top of his head. He done made fun of it so many times. But he takes it and then he slams it on top of me once. Now at that time he done hit my head. He picks it up again, and I'm protecting my head this time. And then he slams it on top of me again. And that's how he ended up hitting my finger. At this time, my finger is like this. So I'm just like running out of the closet. I'm screaming, calling for my dad. I jump on the bed. I grab the phone, as so many people have seen, and I'm on the phone with 911 operator. The 911 operator asks me, as I'm telling her what just happened, she asks me, do anybody in the home own weapons? I said, yes, he has a gun. Everybody took that from social media as, oh, she's trying to set him up and get him
Right,
killed and get
right.
him murdered.
You're
So
just answering your
are you
question.
live during this moment?
No, I didn't go
Okay.
live yet.
Right,
Okay.
right.
He's recording me.
He's recording you.
Yes. As
On
soon as
Okay.
I
his live
come
or just
out,
recording
no,
regularly?
just recording me on his phone.
Right.
Okay.
So as I'm on the bed talking to 911, this is him calling. I mean, this is him recording me while I'm calling 911 and I'm talking to them. So I said, yes, he has a gun. But everybody took that as, oh, she's trying to set him
Yeah,
up. Did she
yeah,
know the white cop's going to come kill him? And I'm just like, the 911 operator asked me, was
yeah.
he following me? Yes, you just followed me out of the closet. We were just in the closet. You
Hmm.
came out to
Now, I did not hear the 911 operator ask that. Did y'all? I did not hear no operator ask, was he following her or did he have a weapon? I have yet to hear that. Okay.
follow me to the bed.
Hmm.
That's following me. One. Two, the 911 operator says, do anybody in the home owns weapons?
Right.
Yes, he
Yes,
has
he
a gun.
does.
I'm answering the questions. I didn't say
Right.
he has a gun in his
Right.
hand. He getting ready to shoot me. I didn't say none of that.
Mm.
So I get off the bed. I go downstairs. And I'm still on the phone with 911 operator. I find my dad finally come upstairs after hearing me scream for him. So I tell my dad what happened quickly because I'm still on the phone with 911 operator. And then that's when I went live because him and my dad started arguing. And I thought by going live that he would not want the world to see him
In
disrespecting
that
my
light.
dad.
Yeah. I can't believe your dad was living there too for him to even think to do something like that.
He came, my dad always come to visit us.
Got it.
Like every 2 to 3 weeks, my dad always
So
come to stay with us.
did your dad hear this domestic situation going down?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I was screaming for him from upstairs.
Mm.
So when I
Wow.
went downstairs, that's when he was coming up from the basement.
Send me the video where the operator asked about the weapon because I never heard it. Send it to me if you find it.
And then that's when they started feuding, and I'm like,
And you were recording all this. You went live
no, I
doing
was
this.
still on the phone with 911 when they first started. As it
Okay.
started getting worse, where it seemed like he was getting ready to come downstairs, and my dad is 60-something years old. He
Right.
could have a heart attack from arguing with you.
Yeah.
So I went live on my
To
other
calm him
phone,
down.
yes, thinking that this would de-escalate the situation. By the time I went live and ended it from, because I put abuse is real, and the officers were pulling up, I ended the live. It was already too late. Everybody had screen recorded it, and it was done.
It was all over every blog.
So was that the first time he put his hands on you?
It's the first time he ever broke anything on me.
But not the first time he's put his hands on you.
No. He has drugged me across the floor. He has choked me. He has pushed me on the bed.
And why do you stay?
Because I just always thought he would get better. I started paying for counseling. And then even with counseling, if things didn't go his way, if people didn't agree with him, he didn't want to do it.
But the drug push on the bed and the choke, that's not abuse to some of these people. They think that's normal, honey. That's just everyday love rubbing on each other's head or something. You know what I mean? They don't take that as abuse at all. That's just love taps. Get out of here.
We hear that
All
so
the time.
many times.
That the person will just walk out.
We went through 3 different counselors.
Well, he felt like it was like
It
unbiased.
was all of them, all of their fault.
Yes. They don't agree with me. Oh, I think we need an entertainer counselor because they don't understand my entertainment life. Honey, our marriage is not entertainment.
Did this joker say an entertainment counselor? So he really did believe he was an entertainer. I thought that was a skit. I thought him acting like he was an entertainer was a whole skit. Wait a minute. On an entertainment counselor? So he really did think he was an entertainer. Oh, damn. I did not know that. Oh, man. I just learned something today. Oh, wow. So he need an entertainment counselor. I guess he need an entertainment chef, an entertainment daycare provider, an entertainment nurse. What is really going on? He thought he was a whole entertainer. I need an entertainer housekeeper because they're the only ones going to understand my house. Y'all better stop out there, man.
Right.
This is real. Like,
that's sad.
separate the two.
And he put his hands on you before that. What's the argument? Like, what is the arguments revolving around when he's doing
Social
these
media.
things?
Like
as
what?
far as you like confronting him and talking to him
Yeah,
about
me
shit
confronting him about, yes.
Wow.
He didn't
because
like that.
he's the man and I'm trying to be his mama and I'm trying to control him.
So that's why he felt like he had to do what his boy Martell did and step out because you wouldn't.
So what is that about? Like, is he talking about like, is he saying like you're not, is this sexual related or this is like, like something else when it comes to like the affection stuff like that?
Love
like,
and affection that I just can't give you. You're not my son.
Right, because he has that old mama thing.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm like, how do you want me to be that for you when I'm not feeling, you think I want to make love to you or love on you after you done slid me across the floor or after you done push me on the bed or after I'm screaming and crying for my kids to come help me, like they banging on the door trying to help their mama.
Yeah, that's
I'm
so
not
sad.
wanting to give you that. So at this time, me staying and trying to work something out is me trying everything I can. So when I do leave, which is what I did, I left, I can say I did everything I tried or I was supposed to make this marriage work.
No, definitely.
Right. So the stuff that we saw on social media, which is what you just went through and explained, was your live. Maybe he had a version of a live that same day, possibly. I'm not sure. And then we also saw him recording you crying, saying that he was claiming your hand was fine, but also you were crying saying that he has a gun. And I know exactly how that could seem different from the person watching it to like how you're explaining it. Like I can totally see that matches up with what we watch, but I can see how we saw something different because we
Right.
don't hear the
The
operator
911
ask
operator.
you,
Right.
yeah, does he have a gun? And
I
you're
didn't hear
responding, he has a gun, you
Mhm.
know? And that is scary if you are into it with someone
Mhm.
who is being abusive
Oh,
in a
yeah,
home,
that might be
especially
true.
who is very comfortable
You
with
might
you.
be right,
Because we
me.
all know most people who get shot and killed are by their significant other usually,
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
and he's armed, you know, not to say he's armed and dangerous, you know, maybe he
Right.
wasn't even thinking about the gun, but he
Right.
does have a gun.
Right. And my
So
thing with that is he's filming me. The camera is on me. So how would the people know if he had a gun or not? You don't see him at all. You never see him. All you see is me. Then you see him go to the stairs to my dad. How do y'all know if he had a gun or not?
right in his hand.
Yeah,
But
that's
he didn't have the gun in
He
his hand.
didn't. But
Okay.
the
yeah.
911 operator asked me,
But
do
yeah, that
anybody in the home own a
Have a
it's
gun?
gun.
yeah,
Right.
that's like literally
That's like common sense
they
of what
have they
anyone
have
should
to do they
do.
have to inform their officers that's going to come to the scene and what they're dealing with
Right.
because that's the first thing they're going to do talking to him is where's the firearm, is it locked
Mm-hmm.
up or whatever the case is because they are aware that there's a firearm in there and it's just
Right.
pertinent
And
information.
I could see how, especially, I mean, obviously, y'all were in the heat of the moment. I could see
Mm-hmm.
where it might have been for someone else watching this that might be in a situation similar or might get into one and you watch this episode and you remember this in that trauma moment, but maybe for the safety of yourself too and everyone in the home, because there's kids in the home, probably your dad, you know, they don't know which black man they're rolling up on. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe say, yeah, he has a gun, but he's not currently armed.
Mm-hmm.
Just so, but like, I'll stay on the phone with me and I'll let you know if he becomes armed. You
Right.
know, just so the police aren't coming in automatically on 10. Like, I
Right.
think it's important for police to know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one, they really shouldn't have to know anything. They really should treat everybody with respect.
Right.
But we have instances like Brianna Taylor where they are coming into homes and just shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hitting anybody.
Right.
So, you know,
So when they ran into when the cops came and everything, what
Mm-hmm.
was life right after that moment? You know, was he very vindictive or just mad that you did what you did and put the relationship on blast? Because you know this is a mirage marriage and nobody knew
Mm-hmm.
that you were really going through some shit.
Right.
And then this was probably their first inkling, like, oh shit, it ain't as sweet as we thought it was, you know, because y'all content is so lovey dovey,
right.
happy,
Mm-hmm.
and just it makes people feel good. So, what was now that wall was broken, you know, the glass
Mm-hmm.
house is broken. What was life like right after that? Right after the cops left?
I left with the cops, actually,
Yeah,
Oh,
which
what
okay.
happened when the cops came? Tell
I'm
us what
always the
happened.
one that leaves. The cops came, and then one of them was being an asshole to me. So he was asking him questions. They sat me across the street. They talked to me. They asked me, do I need to call an ambulance? I said no. I said, I feel like my finger is broken because it's super swollen. He said, well, I'm not a doctor, so I can't really tell you whether your finger is broken or not. So after that, I grabbed my bags. My dad put my suitcases in my car. I went to the hospital, and that's when they told me that my finger was broken and I need to wear a
Goodness.
splint for 2 weeks and just make movements after the fact so that the swelling can somewhat go down.
Wow. So he broke your finger.
And then I had like swelling in my head, like right here.
And did we see those images on social media too?
No, you see my finger, and then you see me took a lie detector test. Now, let me explain
Okay.
this lie detector test.
Yes, please explain that.
When you are in a narcissistic relationship, that person can manipulate you so good. Like when he kept saying, I didn't do it, I took a lie detector test and I passed. And I don't know how that happened to you. You must have did it to yourself. And I'm like, he keeps saying he didn't do it. Why do he keep saying? And I started believing him, like,
Wait,
okay,
that
well,
he didn't do
maybe
what?
He didn't
he didn't break
injure
my
you.
finger. He didn't injure me at all. He kept saying he didn't do it. And I'm
So he
like,
took a test, and then what he took, like, was walk through
he
the
said
test he took because I didn't see the video or anything like that.
he didn't post it because he failed.
Wow. So
But he didn't tell me that until after I told him that I passed.
So he took a lie detector test. The
Mhm.
question was, did he really break your finger?
That's why he wouldn't take that test when that girl offered $50,000 for him to take a lie detector test. That's why he wouldn't take it, because he knew he was gonna fail.
And be abusive towards you. And he failed the lie detector test, but
Yes.
he never posted it on social
But
media.
he told everybody
Yes.
he
Because he
passed.
says the question that he failed was, am I abusive to him? And he failed that one. So he said that automatically failed the whole test. I said, no, that's not how it works. They ask you different questions and they give you which ones you failed and which one you passed.
Right.
So I was like,
Why would
no,
he?
you're lying.
Why would he take a? First of all, why would he take a lie detector test to begin with? Is that between you
Was
for
that y'all doing that on social media or something?
No, he said
No,
he didn't
I
post
wasn't
it.
even thinking about a lie detector test.
So he
He
said,
came to
No,
me
you-
about
take
it.
one. I'm going to
He
take
was
one.
Who
like,
did he take a
yes,
test for? Is what I'm
for
trying to want.
himself, I
For
guess.
social media to prove that he
For
didn't
Yeah,
do
his,
it.
but if
right.
he,
But he
that is
did it
the most
though. And he
bizarre.
failed
Exactly.
it. And
And he
then,
failed it. And he
so
was
did he
like, oh,
tell
I
everyone
failed
he
the question.
passed?
No, he didn't tell the social media that he even took a test.
Right,
He
that's what
only
I'm
told
saying. Like
me.
that's so bizarre.
So
So when
this
he told me
man,
he passed, I was like, how the hell did he pass? Did this
he's,
fucking happen to me? Girl, I'm sitting here, I'm telling you, my friends was like, Briana, you know what happened to you. Stop. What the hell is wrong with you? I was like, no,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going to go take me
manipulating.
one too, because I need to prove to myself that this happened to me. And they was like, okay, Briana. Like, my friend wanted to cuss me out. She was like, you know exactly what happened to you. That man is lying. But I
Right.
still went and did it to prove to myself and to social media that I'm not a fucking liar. Like,
well,
why would
good
I
for
lie on my
you.
husband?
Good for you.
So you recorded your test,
And she
No,
she posted her
or you just
results.
posted the
yeah, I posted
results?
my results. Yes.
Right.
And on your results, does it show the questions that they asked? Oh, snap.
And is that when he admitted that he failed the test to you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And he said the reason why I failed is because he asked me, "Did I feel like you was abusive to me?" And I said no, or I said yeah, and then I failed. And I was like, "Cause you know I'm not abusive to you." Like, but
And
that
that's
wouldn't
why
make
he
you fail
failed
your
everything
whole
else.
test.
Right.
They ask you
That's
different
ridiculous.
questions.
Y'all hear that? He failed the part where they asked, is Briana abusive to you? But he came out here and was like, men get abused, because he let those people on YouTube convince him that she was the abuser and he was the one getting abused. So he's like, men get abused, men get abused. She abused me. She abused me.
Wow. So were you out the house at that point? So you left the house
I
when
was
you
in the house for a while by
okay.
myself. He left eventually.
So
I
where in
went
that
to a
story
hotel at
okay, so
first.
you went to the hotel after the first instance and
Yes.
then he ended up leaving the house?
And I went back home and I was okay, he's not here, so let me stay here. Because I got kids that's still in school. So
Right.
every time something would happen, it would be me leaving to go get a hotel. Never him. He
But that's not what happened. She left and went to the hotel, and he gave her ultimatum and said, if you go to that hotel by yourself, it's over. So she let him come to the hotel too. So
never wanted to leave. Never. He kept saying, this is my house too. I ain't gotta go no effing where. And then when the police would come out here, they would say, yeah, ma'am, I can't make him leave. I'm like, damn, why can't y'all just de-escalate a situation and make him leave knowing that I have kids to take to school? Now I have to go to a hotel, pack a bag, go to a hotel, make sure my kids get to school. All for what? Like,
Wow.
it's him. He can leave by himself. At the time, it was my 4 kids plus my stepdaughter. That's 5 kids that I got to
that big old house, he could have went down to the basement till he cooled the hell off. You know what I mean? Mm.
drag out the house each time we have an argument. I got to drag out the house because you don't want to be man enough to leave.
I'm listening. I'm just texting our babysitter right now.
Okay.
But keep talking.
So when you left and then you end up coming back, he wasn't there.
It's sad that that every time they get in an argument, somebody have to leave. That's not normal. No, you don't leave every time you get in an argument. You work it out. And, to normalize that is just sick. It's sad. You know what I mean?
And what year was this?
This was right after the incident.
Right. So this was this year.
This was last year, October.
Last
It
year.
happened October 14th.
And got it. So how long was he gone for? And when he came back, like, did you guys just kind of like start where it left off, or?
When he came back, I didn't say nothing to him. It was days later. He tried to talk to me. This was a Sunday. I was on my way to church. He tried to talk to me and say, yeah, I think we just need to learn how to get along and just go through and, you know, get a divorce. And I was like, yeah, that's what
Oh,
we
so
should do.
he brought the divorce up. Obviously, this is after y'all are all over the internet with it.
Right. Because I wouldn't do what he wanted me to do. What he wanted me to do after the fact was go live and tell everybody, yeah, y'all, we was just doing this for Domestic Awareness Month. And, you
I saw
know,
that. Wait, what was up with that video you did with him where you're sitting next to
do
him?
you not see that that person that I was there being is not me?
What made you
I was
do
not
that?
myself. I was in a very dark space. I had just told this man I wanted to kill myself because I am going through so much ridicule from the internet, from him. It was just so much. It was such a dark space. And when I say I had to pray my way out of that dark space, because that man made me feel so fucking low just for standing in my truth. That's all I did was stand in my truth. I came to the internet because you was arguing with my dad and I wanted to stop y'all from arguing. That didn't work. So I exposed the truth. So I exposed what happened to me. You got on there and lied, so I had to defend myself again. And I got to defend myself again. And I got to defend myself again. When we all know the truth. Everybody who in my family knows how abusive you been, even my dad.
Everybody in the comments could see right through this video
and I'm
that
telling
y'all
him.
did.
I just told him, I'm like,
I don't understand how her dad knew everything that was going on and he was cool with that shit. Like, why would your dad want you to stay with a dude that, you know, drag you, choke you, push you? Like, dad, like, what's up? You got me side-eyed and dad. You know what I mean? What's up with that?
Don't feel like being here no more. Like, this has become a lot. This is a toll on me and I don't want to do this no more. And he was like, come on, let's do this live. Come on, come on, come on. You need to fix my image. Come on. And it's like, that's all you give a fuck about.
That in response to what you were saying.
Yes.
That joker said, you need to fix my image. Robert, Briana can't fix your image. It is what it is. What? You need to fix my image.
And he put on his red outfit from head to toe. And you were sitting next to him. And what did you say in that video? Or what was he talking? Were you talking? He was talking.
Yeah. And then I told him to end the video because he started lying again. And I'm just like, no, I'm not doing this.
So this is on live. Wow. And I remember that video hit the blogs.
And everybody thought that I took him back. No, that was not me taking him back. That was me going to have a conversation with him, telling him how I felt. I was in a very dark space and he didn't care. All he cared about was fixing his image. Oh, they calling me an abuser. Oh, they saying that I'm abusive to you. And so many times, even still, after the fact, I still try to go back and protect a little. Oh, you know, this is the first time he broke something on me. It ain't like I still try to cover and protect. But after a while, it's just like, man, fuck you. You don't give a fuck about me, and that's clear. I'm over here in my darkest time, and you sitting here don't care about nothing that I'm saying. Only thing you was focused on is let me fix my image. They calling me an abuser. You gonna ruin my career. You gonna ruin my music. Like, I don't give a fuck about your career no more.
Yeah.
And that was so when was your breaking point where y'all end up just moving out?
Like after this live and you feeling this way?
I moved out while he was gone.
And you just took the kids and got up out of there?
Yeah, and I still had my stepbrother with me. He left her with me. So I had to figure something out for her to go back home to her mom because we had moved to Alpharetta, Georgia from Beaufort. So I had to relocate and I couldn't re-enroll her into a school because I'm not her parent.
Wow.
So that was a whole task.
Wow.
For him to come pick up his kid.
You just continue your superwoman.
But I thought they were bumping and grinding behind the scenes, right? A big chunk of this is being left out because they had actually reconnected for a small amount of time behind the scenes for a little bit. I don't know how long, but I know that they had reconnected behind the scenes because they were showing up. He came out telling people to leave her alone and that type of stuff. So they were low key behind the scenes doing other stuff outside of what social media thought.
Super mom roles.
Yep.
And you got her to her mom so she can go back to school.
Mm-hmm.
And
I wonder why Father Gain didn't take his daughter with him. Why wouldn't he take Desharia?
So at what point? So at what this is like the top of last year.
Yeah,
Oh no,
this was
I keep
October.
2023. So you're talking about this is October 2022. And you left in November?
I left
Like
I
the
want
final
to say the last week of October.
the last week of October. Okay.
Mhm.
And then you started going back on live, telling your truth and all these
Yeah,
different
but
things.
he still continued to lie.
Right.
And then he had his family members get on the internet and lie and protect him. So at this point, I just felt like, damn, I'm cornered. I don't really have nobody speaking for me. Nobody really knows what happened and what has happened in these 6 years but me. So I have to speak up and defend myself.
Of course.
The
So
people that's defending him, y'all don't know him
don't
as
even
a
know.
spouse.
Yeah.
You know him as a brother. Your relationship is going to be
And they're not
totally
exposed
different
to this
from
part. Exactly.
yes.
Yeah.
Y'all never live with him as a soulmate or as a relationship or as his significant other, somebody that you're fucking. You don't know him like that. I'm the one that knows him. Just like his daughter did not know him. She knew him as this
Right.
awesome dad that picked her up, took her
It's easy
shopping,
to be
dropped
that
her off
bad.
at home.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. It's
Because
easy
you
to
able to keep this mask on because that's a quick moment. But as soon as you get to live with this person and you live with them from day to day basis and they get comfortable, that mask fall off. And that's what happened with his daughter. She finally got to see the man that I've been saying that I've been dealing with for these past 6 years.
Wow.
And nobody would ever know that. Like, even if he was to go out here and date different women, they're not going to see that until they actually live with him.
Right.
You
And
just
that's
going
why,
out on a date. Oh, I can be nice for a few hours.
yeah.
I can treat you special for a few hours. But wait till you actually live with me. That's when you will see the real me because I'm comfortable in my home.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother ball game right there, baby. You can't hide that once you done moved in, honey. You can't hide it.
And that's why this interview is important. Like it was a similar situation and a few other women that we interviewed where as soon as they moved in quickly or they got them in and they had some sort of control over the situation, especially when you're on social media, you putting up fronts, they turn into a whole different person.
Yeah, literally. Our interview with Hazel Lee, she said the same thing about her guy, her ex-husband, soon to be. And Delicious.
Same thing,
yeah, Delicious said the same thing.
I feel like
about her dude.
The most break I ever had from the abuse was when he had cancer.
Wow.
And
yeah, I remember
I was sad by that.
Yes, he had cancer. That was
I
like
was sad
a shocking
by it,
thing.
But at the same time, I was happy by it because I didn't get that experience of abuse, that cycle.
So
like,
when
because
he found
he
out he had
needed
cancer,
me.
he stopped. Right.
Yes, he needed me. I was there for him. I took care of him. I paid all the bills. I made sure he was good. He didn't have to do nothing, but he still got on social media, made his money. I don't know what he did with his money, but he
ain't have to pay no bills. What type of man living at home and don't pay no bills? Good G. And he was making money and wasn't even doing. What was he doing with his money? Lord Jesus. Briana, let's hear that again. She said he was making money and she don't know what he did with his money.
did not know him. She knew him as this awesome dad
Oh
that picked
shoot.
her up, took her
It's easy
shopping,
to be
dropped
that
her off
bad.
at home.
Yep,
Right.
yep. It's
Because
easy
you
to.
able to keep this mask on because that's a quick moment. But as soon as you get to live with this person and you live with them from day to day basis and they
Right.
get comfortable, that mask fall off. And that's what happened with his daughter. She finally got to see the man that I've been saying that I've been dealing with for these past 6 years.
Wow.
Wow, wow,
And
wow,
nobody
wow.
So
would ever
tough.
know that. Like, even if he was to go out here and date different women, they're not going to see that until they actually live with him.
Mm.
Right,
You
and
just
that's
going
why.
out on a date. Oh, I can be nice for a few hours.
Yeah,
I
Mm.
can
yeah.
treat you special for a few hours. But wait till you actually live with me.
Mm.
That's when you will see the real me because I'm comfortable in my home.
Yeah, and that's why this interview is important. Like it was a similar situation and a few other women that we interviewed where soon as they moved in quickly or they got them in and they had some sort of control over the situation, especially when you're on social media, you putting up fronts, you know,
I could tell that man put up front without me even having to live there. I could just tell it. He definitely puts up a front.
they turn into a whole different person.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
literally, our interview with Hazel Lee, she said the same thing about her guy, her ex-husband, soon to be. And
Same
Delicious,
thing.
yeah, Delicious said the same thing
I feel like
about her dude.
the most break I ever had from the abuse was when he had cancer.
Wow. Yeah, I
And
remember
I
he had
was
Oh, I
cancer.
didn't
sad
know
by
that.
that.
Yes, he had cancer. That was
I
like
was
a
sad by
shocking
it.
thing.
But at the same time, I was happy by it because I didn't get that experience of abuse, that
Mm.
Wow.
cycle.
So
Like,
when
cause
he found
he
out he had
needed
cancer, he
me.
stopped. Right.
Yes, he needed me. I was there for him. I took care of him. I paid all the bills. I made sure he was good. He didn't have to do nothing, but he still got on social media, made his money. I don't know what he did with his money, but he was
Mm.
able to do and move freely as he wanted.
So wait,
That was a big no. Damn, Briana.
after he didn't have the cancer no more,
hmm That's when the
he became
control started
abusive
back.
again.
hmm
That's
And
wild.
and it's girl, it's like 1 minute he could be the best person that you ever met in life, sweetest person, happiest person. But I feel like the more time went on, I felt like I became his punching bag, not literally like black eyes and stuff, but his punching bag
To
in
be
abuse as emotionally, mentally.
Yeah,
emotionally.
because he seems like he just damaged inside.
Yeah,
Usually when
I
people
felt like
like
I
that,
became that because his career wasn't going anywhere, so I became the blame.
right,
Mm.
he's not
Oh
happy with
wow.
himself, so he was taking.
Damn. So his career wasn't going nowhere. And he blamed Briana. It's your fault. If I wouldn't have married you, they would have liked my videos. They would have danced and dropped it low to my videos. I was married to you, and that's why they didn't dance or do none of that. They didn't hit like, they didn't hit share, they didn't do none of it, and it's because of you, Briana.
Taking it out on you,
hmm
regardless of the fact that you was doing so much for him.
Yes,
That's so wild. And to be honest, I wouldn't know who he was if it wasn't for you. Because I
Damn.
followed you and what you were, the content you're putting out for y'all, you know?
yeah,
Obviously, I'm a woman and I could relate more to you than him.
yeah.
But
Mm.
that's so interesting. So you guys decide to go your separate ways. Did we
hmm
go through that part?
I wanted to know, like, what were the lies that his family and himself, like, what were the
Mm.
consistent lies, so you can just
They just
debunk
keep
them.
protecting that he's not an abuser.
Right. So that main thing they was trying to clean up his
And
image
they
on
wouldn't
him.
know if he was
hmm
an abuser or not.
Right. And that's where I'm trying to explain when defending myself. Like, you don't know him. That's why when people was like, well, how come she got all these recordings of these
They know what that meant. They know he's an abuser. Don't believe that. They know it. They absolutely know it.
conversations? So when the abuse first started happening, I talked to a friend of mine, her name is Shay, and she said, you know what? Start recording stuff and keep a track of it and email it to yourself. Just in case he ever go through your phone and try to delete it. Just keep track of anything that ever happens so that you
Right.
can
For
have
your
receipts.
safety.
Yes, because every time the police would come out, because I don't have bruises, they do nothing.
Hmm.
Mm.
So I started recording everything that from the time it started to the end. And I played snippets of it. Well, my friend played snippets of it online for people to hear how he would talk to me and stuff. And it's like even his brother was like, yeah, every time they would call me for counsel, I always was on Briana's side. And it's like, every time we called you about something, the details.
Right.
So for you to go out and say I was always on Briana's side, why are you now not believing me?
Well, it wasn't that he wasn't believing you. He's just choosing not to be on your side right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not on your side right now.
Yeah.
But this is really crazy. So you guys, he came back 3 days later. And what was that conversation again?
It was no well, the conversation Sunday before church was just him trying to talk to me and say, I just felt like we should
go our separate ways. So after that, it's just y'all just went your separate ways. It hasn't been any communication.
I mean, he was still. That's why it's recordings of me on FaceTime, because he's FaceTiming me. I'm sad. I'm crying. I'm distraught over what you did to me, and you still try to manipulate me and tell me I didn't do that to you, Briana. I didn't do that to you, Briana. I don't know what you did. You might have did it to yourself, but I didn't do that to you. And I'm like,
and he's trying to.
And his supporters thought she did it to herself too. The supporters thought she was thin line in between loving and hating over there. She walked out the door and she took the door and she slammed it on her finger. And she did it again and again and again. Latruth, he's a king. He wouldn't dare do nothing like that. He's perfect. He's a genuine king. He's a true man of God. He would never, ever, ever, ever do nothing like that. No, not Latruth.
Go against you by putting out his
videos,
his side of the story, trying to gain his respect back from his
feel like that's the only way his music is gonna pop off, because he's still on that. I want my music to pop off.
I mean, and like it all transpired on the internet, so I can understand why you want to finish it on the internet, just because like let's finish where we started. You feel me? Right. But at the same time, he's definitely trying to prove or trying to show that he did not do this and that you are like batshit crazy.
Well, I'm gonna give him some advice,
because I know he's watching
this. There ain't nothing you gonna be able to do to get through this until you are accountable of your actions.
Dang, why you ain't tell him that louder? Why you ain't tell his supporters that? Nothing, huh? Nothing he gonna be able to do. He gotta become accountable.
We are living in a universe with higher powers. You cannot be treating people like shit. Only you know and heard what really happened, and other people that has witnesses, like the kids and stuff. It's real karma. It's real karma. You can't be out here. People make mistakes, but you can't be out here treating people like hell, especially people that love you, and thinking that you can succeed in this world. Some people get away with it, but in this particular case,
they're very powerful people.
Though. And they will get theirs. Sometimes you ain't gonna get yours in this lifetime, but you'll get it another time. But in this specific situation, you can't treat the people that love you like hell and think that things is going to be dandy. You're about to go through, even when let's say you do be accountable, you're going to go through a hellstorm for yourself. You're going to go through a lot, but hopefully you can get some therapy. You can be real. You can tell the internet the truth. You know what I mean? And you can be an upstanding gentleman. And
if he would have listened to this guy instead of listening to all those people on the other side that didn't give a shit about him and just, said things like, oh, sign your rights away. She's crazy. She's crazy. She's crazy. It didn't happen. I was there. I saw it. I peeked through a hole and I saw you. You never did anything to that girl. She's a liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. They didn't help him at all. Matter of fact, they hurt him more than they helped him, because if they would have said, be a man, go to counseling, get this shit off the internet. You are a man. You are a leader. Save, if you can save your marriage, save it, or at least save the relationship with your kids and your supporters. But honey, they wanted to drag his ex and it hurt him. They hurt him. They hurt him because they said, it's not you. It's not you. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. It's her. when it was really both for them, okay? But his supporters, it's her. And even to this day, they hate this woman. Hate. And then stay over in my comments. How can you talk about Robert? He is Jesus. He's Jesus. How can you talk about him? You're going to hell, Amora. God is going to punish you. God is going to put you on the cross, Amora, because you talked about Jesus. Go sit on somebody's couch for several weeks, please. And thank you, because you're delulu. Because that's the only thing I'm thinking, honey. Something is off with you and your mental. Something is wrong with your mental for you to come over here and tell me God gonna send me to hell or something gonna happen to me, and you don't see how delulu you sound and how you act. You're delulu, okay? Delulu, period.
And see your life after that. You know, people make mistakes, but it's like, how are you after these mistakes? Are you going against the grain and still not being accountable and acting like a shithead? Or are you like, damn, like I really fucked up and I need.
Oh, let me say something to Nina right quick. Nina, let me tell you a little something, honey. Let me tell you something, Nina. Let me tell you something, Nina, what you don't understand now. Y'all already know I'm not a supporter of Briana, so it really don't matter to me. But I have to address your comment, honey. Nina says, Amora, hold on, I got to take this down in order for me to be able to read it. Amora, you can't help her. She tells so many lies, and a lot of other bloggers has joined the bandwagon. Her name is ruined. Them old videos is only let the new bloggers see the lies. Let me tell you something, Nina. Nina. You don't have a heaven or hell to put her in. Only God, honey, controls whether her name is ruined or not. Now, to be honest with you, I don't care because, I don't support Briana no more, and I don't support Robert. I'm just breaking down the story. But what you guys don't understand is you have no heaven or hell. You can't say that her name is ruined, because if God says it's not, then it's not. You guys are wasting your time trying to ruin somebody's name. You're going to mess around and ruin your granddaughter's name. Okay? Your great-granddaughter's name. All right? Your niece's name. Be careful trying to ruin somebody's name. Okay? There's one thing in pointing out lies and trying to ruin somebody. Okay? I'm not trying to ruin Robert. I'm pointing out his lies. Okay? And I'm breaking down his lies because he's a liar. They both liars. Okay? But you guys can't say that. You're not bold enough to say that. You're not courageous enough to say that. You can't say Robert is a liar because you want to look at Briana is a liar. But God has the last say, Nina. And if God don't want her name to be ruined, it don't matter what you or anybody else think or want, honey. So her name might be ruined to you, but you still watch her. So it can't be ruined that much. You still run over there and watch every single live that she does. And you go over there and watch every single video that they drag this girl. Talk about her like scum, honey. Want to beat her up, want to fight her. Some people say they even want her unalive. You sit and you listen to that. It gets in your spirit. You love it. So what type of person are you, huh? To love that, to follow that, to desire that. Look at yourself in the mirror, Nina. We've never said we want bad for Robert. I haven't. You've never heard out my mouth that I've said that I want him to fall. I want him to fall off. I want him to go broke. I want him unalive. You've never heard me say that. Never, ever, ever. Because guess what? Then I have to, the hole I dig for him, I have to worry about whether or not my sons, my grandsons, and my nephews gonna fall into, honey. There's no way I can sit and listen to all the evilness, harm that you guys want for this young lady, okay? Because at the end of the day, whether she's a liar, whether Robert is a liar, whether she's a liar, they both humans, okay? So as far as name being ruined, only God can say if he want their names ruined or not, and that's even for Robert, okay? Robert numbers might be low today, but God can turn that thing around tomorrow, baby. So you guys need to stop with the evilness, okay? The evilness. All right? Now I digress.
Be a better father. I need to be better co-parent and all these different things. Like, if you worried about your image, do that for the sake of your image. If that's what it takes for you to be better,
Nick
do
Bay.
it for your image and help heal the people that you hurt. You know what I mean? And hopefully you can make some positive music about this shit too while you're at it.
Yeah.
Girl,
You
we
know what
ain't
I mean?
listening to his music.
I never heard any of his music. I've seen
whatever
you
he's
more.
doing. Yeah.
I see him. I used to see him a lot on social media, like randomly. But then, you know, it was I see more of y'all brand. You know what I mean? The Mr. and Mrs. Latruth and that situation. And obviously the whole baby situation. That's when I really started.
Oh, yeah, the baby. We didn't talk about that. What happened? What was true and what was false? Because
Did your husband want you to clout chase the situation? Or
yeah, what
was
happened,
it like,
girl?
He definitely wanted me to clout chase the situation. When I showed him the message, he was like, send him my number.
So the baby did message you. Let's tell everybody what happened.
It was a fake. It was a fake.
It was somebody. Yes, I guess. I don't know. Somebody sent it to me, so I don't know if it was fake or real.
Somebody sent it to you, as in what? Like
a third party person, like, hey, such and such said that he want to holler at you.
Oh, so it wasn't a DM situation.
It was Latruth. Latruth in one of his fake pages to see what she was gonna do. I don't look through your inbox. I don't look at your phone.
No, that person was saying that he DM'd them to DM me.
Who's the person then?
We don't know, and we will never know because the person page done changed so many times.
Got it. Okay, that's so random though.
Right,
that somebody would DM you
exactly
and be like, "Hey, the baby want me,"
and
to
it was
hit
screenshot from the baby, so it looked real.
Right,
and it might have been real.
But that's the question though, because it could have been edited, Photoshop. That happens a lot.
It could have been real or fake.
But what is the reason?
Robert photoshopped a whole smile on Kendra G. A whole smile. He photoshopped the whole smile, but you have people like Nina come over here and call Briana a liar. They both liars, but she would never, ever, ever call Robert a liar. That dude photoshopped a whole smile, you guys, on Kendra G. A whole smile. Let that sink. All because he wanted people to think that she was happy to take a picture with him. He photoshopped a whole smile on this woman.
I'm starting to think.
That's how niggas move.
I'm starting to think the only ulterior motive is your husband setting that up.
That would be some shit.
Ain't no telling, because when the shit got out there, y'all barely heard anything from him. I was like, well, damn, you told me to put this out there and you barely said any damn thing.
Wow.
Right. So he kind of orchestrated.
Briana, wake up and smell the coffee. It was Latruth. He wanted to go viral. It didn't work quite like he planned.
Straight kind of.
He told in the background. Put it out there. Our management team said, do not do it. And then my husband was like, do that shit because that's disrespectful. And we were supposed to do a song together and da-da-da. I'm like,
oh, now he was supposed to do a song with baby girl.
What is that?
He was mad because he didn't do the song. Talking about something, do that shit. You see how he set her up? He didn't protect her from the beginning. What type of husband say do that shit? Do that shit. Oh my goodness.
Are you aware of that? Like them supposed to be doing a song together?
I'm aware of him supposed to be paying some money and the money wasn't paid.
So wait, your husband paid money?
No, girl.
He didn't pay. He was supposed to pay. He didn't pay.
So your husband was supposed to pay some money to do a song, and he ain't pay. So that's why they didn't do the song together.
Oh no, he does.
And now he mad because they were supposed to do a song together.
Nah, I'm gonna have to use allegedly. I feel like he allegedly definitely set that whole thing up because that don't make no sense.
The whole thing with his baby mama, because me and her was cool at some point, and I had asked her, I was like, do you think this him? And she was like, no, he right here. I just asked him, was it him? And it's not him. But the thing was, I think that made
the baby mama?
Mimi. So I
Really?
think, so I
So
think
this is
what made
before you
him mad,
this is before you showed
Put it out there.
yeah. This is before you put it out there.
yes, me
You
and her,
asked
Wow.
I text
Mimi.
her and said, "Is
So
this your
you
baby
know
daddy?"
Mimi,
Don't know her like that,
but
but
you
I
had her
met
phone
her through
number.
social media because I was trying to teach her how to be monetized on social media.
Okay, so
Interesting.
you
Okay.
had Mimi's phone number.
But do you see how Briana said, I don't know her like that? But Latruth, like, yeah, we all know each other. We all know each other. Y'all remember that? when it comes up, I'm not gonna play it tonight, y'all. I'm just letting y'all know that we're gonna have to do it another night. But when it comes up, watch how Latruth, like, yeah, we know each other. We all know each other. We always on the phone talking, like he big shot. Where Briana, like, I don't know her like that. You know what I mean?
Number.
Yes,
And you said, "Hey Mimi, is this your baby daddy, the baby?" And she said, "I just asked him, girl. He's right here. No, it wasn't him."
yes. So
Okay.
then my husband was like, "Tell him to call me because I don't believe that shit." I felt like he trying to be on.
Oh, now you want to get on the
Yes, so
phone with
he
the
like,
That brother
baby.
was
he
clout
like he telling
Exactly.
chasing.
her that
He
because
was
they
clout
together. So of
chasing.
course, what nigga gonna tell her that was him? So when they got on the phone, they started arguing and
So
So
the
they got
baby
on the
got on the
phone.
phone with your
yes,
husband.
yes,
Was
and
he
they started
Wow.
recording
arguing.
this?
Oh, you know he was.
Did they post?
Oh, she said, was he recording it? And Briana said, oh, you know he was. So Latruth is recording the call with the baby. Oh, why he never played it? Oh, Jesus. Latruth was recording it so he can listen to the baby voice later.
Our
Yeah.
management team said, "Do not do it," and then my husband was like, "Do that shit because that's disrespectful." And we were supposed to do a song
You see how he set her up for failure and then let her stand out there and fight for her own.
together and da da da. I'm like,
Oh, now he was supposed to do a
We was
song
supposed to
with
do a
the
girl.
baby
song together.
girl.
What is that? Are you aware of that? Like them supposed to be doing a song together?
I'm aware of him supposed to be paying some money and the money wasn't paid.
So wait, your husband paid
Right.
money.
No, he
No,
wanted. He
girl.
didn't pay. He was
He
supposed to pay.
didn't
He didn't
pay. He was
pay.
So
supposed to
your
pay.
husband was supposed to pay some money to do a song, and
Hmm.
he ain't pay. So that's why they didn't do the song
Oh
together.
no, he
Right.
def.
And now you mad because they were supposed to do a song together.
Nah, I'm gonna have to
Right.
use allegedly. I feel like he allegedly
Allegedly.
definitely set that whole thing up because
And
that
then
don't make no
the whole
sense.
He
thing
definitely
with his
allegedly
baby
did
mama,
it.
because me and her was cool at some point, and I had asked her, I was like, "Do you think this him?" And she was like, "No, he right here. I just asked him was it him, and it's not him." But the thing was, I think that
Oh, the
made
baby's baby mama?
Mimi.
R-
So I think,
Really?
so I
So
think
this is
what made
before you
him
spoke.
mad.
This is before you showed.
Put it out
Yeah,
there.
yeah. This is before you put it out there.
Yes, me
You
and
asked
her.
Wow.
I text
Mimi.
her and said, "Is
So
this your
you
baby
know
daddy?"
Mimi,
Don't know her like that,
but
but
you
I
had her
met
phone
her through
number.
social media because I was trying to teach her how to be monetized on social media.
Okay, so
Interesting.
you
Okay.
had Mimi's phone number,
Yes,
and you said, "Hey Mimi, is this your baby daddy, the baby?" And she said, "I just asked him, girl. He's right here. No, it wasn't him."
yes. So
Okay.
then my husband was like, "Tell him to call me because I don't believe that shit." I felt like he trying to be on.
Oh, now you want to get on the
Yes, so
phone with
he
the
like,
That
baby.
brother
Cloud chaser. He's a cloud chaser.
was
I felt
clout
like he telling her
chasing.
that because they together. So of course, what nigga gonna tell her that was him? So when they got on the phone, they started arguing and
So
So
the
they got
baby
on the
got on the
phone.
phone with your
yes,
husband.
yes,
Was
and
he
they started
recording
arguing.
this?
Oh, you know he was.
Did they post? Did he put this on
He
the
didn't.
internet?
He did a whole diss record, but didn't put it out on Nas. What's that song? Diss record that Nas
Oh,
did.
that he did it against Jay
He's
Z.
scared to put it
Aretha.
out, sis.
What's the
Ether,
name of
yeah,
it?
Ether.
Cause the baby
Ether.
be knocking
Hold on,
niggas out.
hold on.
The baby
That
knocking
it would have been
niggas
interesting
out.
because the truth look a little too. So I
He
don't
look
know.
big, but the baby got a lot of power behind that punch.
Okay, hold on. So they get on the phone. Was it on speakerphone?
They
Did
get
you
a
listen to the
yes, it was
conversation?
on speakerphone.
Uh,
Was he denying
So
it the
the
whole
baby,
time?
yes, the baby was like, "I never did that shit, bro. I never hit up a married woman. Like that ain't even me." And then I don't know, I forgot what Robert said, but then the baby was like, "Nigga, I'll pull up on your ass." And then he was like, "I'll pull up, then nigga pull up." And I was like, "This shit is just going."
That has to be a whole skit of itself. Nigga.
It was another one of them them what's the guy named Jockey moments. Pull up then, Nicole. You pull up. You pull up. You pull up.
always-
Pull up second. You pull up third. I pull up fourth. He was pulling another one of them.
The last 3 minutes of the combo is pull up, pull up, pull up.
Pull up,
Yeah,
pull up, pull up.
so
Hey,
then
girl,
he never
wait,
put
ain't
out-
nobody pull up, huh?
Right. So he never put out the diss record because he was in fear of family safety. So he says,
Right, ain't
Well,
nobody pull up,
that
huh,
was
sis?
smart.
Ain't nobody
No.
pull up.
no, nobody
Wow. So after that, he didn't do the diss record, and
did.
then
He did
told
do
you-
it. He
Oh,
went
he
and
did do it,
got
but he
it
didn't
but
post
he ain't
it.
put it out
He went and got
for
it mastered
family
and
safety.
everything.
He got it off his chest, though.
You said he did a video.
Yeah. No, he went and got it mastered. The music
You gotta
mastered,
get the
studio,
quality right.
all that.
Girl, you funny.
He went and got it mastered. What does that mean for any of my entertainers in here? What does getting it mastered mean? What does that mean?
He put it
But
out.
the thing is, he had to get it off his chest. You feel me?
Did you hear the record?
Yeah, I heard it.
How was it? What did it go
It was
like? Give me a
good.
bar.
Good. I don't know the lyrics, but it was good.
So
He was talking about him wearing Pampers and everything. It was very good.
Oh,
It was juicy.
God. So after
The best record he done ever made.
Shut up. But he ain't put it out because he's
She said it was the best record he ever made.
Put it
scared.
out.
because the
He said-
safety of the
he was like,
family
you
or
know, I
himself.
don't
Why he
want
get on the
nobody.
phone? Why he get on the
to
phone
go-
cussing with the dude if he's scared? For the safety of the family, why you tell
But-
that nigga pull up?
But my thing is, he had you put it on the internet right after all of that,
Right.
and then eventually
No,
the
wait. I put that post out before they had the conversation.
Oh,
So they had a
okay,
conversation
okay,
afterwards for the
okay.
baby to
So
say,
you spoke
I
to
didn't do that
Mimi, but
shit.
after the situation.
I spoke to Mimi before, and then he said, I feel like he lying, so post that shit because what woman, if he fucking her, he not gonna tell her that he tried to holler at somebody else.
Got it professional.
Right.
So I
Okay,
posted
okay.
it. Then that's when they
Mastered,
called, Mimi called, and she was mad. She was like, I told you that wasn't him. He said it wasn't him. How do you post that? And
Right.
then the baby got on the phone, and then they started talking.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord.
And then he ends up
Yeah.
clearing it on the internet himself, right? Like, was it
Yeah,
a
the
was it a
baby
She was
tweet?
like,
He
it
ain't
wasn't
even-
me.
Yeah, that's all
Did he do a
said.
video or something?
He
Yeah,
was
it
like,
was a
I would
video.
never.
Yeah, the baby actually went and said exactly what Robert claimed he said. The baby was like, I'm from North Carolina. He actually said this on out loud, like, I'm from North Carolina. You know, I don't do that. We don't do that type of stuff. We respect, you know, people marriages or whatever. And Latruth turned around and made it seem like he is the one that said that. And the baby actually said it out loud, like, you know, on like you heard his voice. You know what I mean?
I would never
On one of the blogs or something.
try to talk to nobody married.
Yeah.
And now I could never see the baby going that route to
Yeah,
get to
right.
you. You either gonna
Right.
go direct or see you in
Clearly.
person.
I would not give him the
How you
benefit
gonna
of the
tell
doubt.
somebody
That
to
shit
reach?
was
It
just
don't make
mad
no sense.
weird. I was
People in that
just
stature
like,
not gonna
the
do
way
all
they
of that.
had the messages, it was like the baby messaged her my profile and then was like, I think I want to talk to her. And then that's when the girl was like, oh, you want me to hit her up for you? And then he was like, huh? And then that's when she started messaging me and sending the baby so-called my screenshots. And I had sent my husband number, but he never called it. So who knows?
That is a bizarre story.
So crazy.
Right.
That is crazy. So
Allegedly, it was Robert. Allegedly, it was Latruth. Allegedly, it was one of them fake pages. Allegedly.
y'all, you officially moved out. You got the
Mhm.
kids. You sent
Yep.
the stepdaughter to their moms.
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been any dialogue since? Like, I know that you went out on the internet and said your truth. Was he like threatening you, or was he telling you, like, what was he saying while you was telling your truth out on the
Oh,
internet?
he
Because
said a
obviously
lot
he
of
cares about his
things.
career.
He said a lot of things.
Like what? Fill us in, because we wanna make sure the world knows what's good.
I mean, of course, he wants to put out a narrative about me to make me seem crazy. So it was, you don't take that down, I'm gonna go and post this. Like the video he posted of him saying that I got mad at him because he didn't adopt my kids. That's a lie. I never asked him to adopt my kids. My kids' father are very active in their life. Just because he
Wow.
can't see them every day because we live in 2 different states does not mean that man is not active. But
Right.
he put that out there so that people can look at me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got people who messaging me saying, hey, I got this blog. Your husband paid me to put this out about you. He also paid me to put news out there about you. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you just
said
going so
news or
hard.
nudes?
Nudes, like naked pictures of me.
Wow.
No, I thought you
Why
said
would a
news.
blog? Why would a blog even?
Yep, I heard that. Did y'all hear this? I heard this early on that he was paying people to put her breasts out there or something like that.
Have to reach because that's
And
illegal
then they
for them to
say,
even do that.
right. So they like, if you give me money, I won't post it. And I'm like, well, post whatever you want to post because I'm not paying you shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
that's
illegal.
illegal.
Like even them telling you that is
Right.
illegal. Like y'all better
I'm
tread
like,
lightly. Like, so he
not
gave
falling for
nudes of you to a blog.
And it's probably him, allegedly. It was probably him wanting the money from Briana. You give me money, I won't post it. Lord Jesus.
Post.
Allegedly.
Are you
Allegedly
using all
for
this in
defamation.
court?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's
So
gonna
he,
get so
because I
messy.
just knew there was a man like him. I just knew there would be threats and just, for you telling your truth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because even with like Delicious, like we had a part 2 and her ex-husband did not want her to tell her truth. And and Delicious, she just put a pause on it for now. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they so scared of the truth to come out, and they want to try to protect their image as much as possible.
Yeah.
Sure does, honey. They'll go from panel to panel, night to night, to panel to panel to panel, trying to protect their image, honey. You know what I mean? They want to protect that image. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm not a liar. I haven't lied since I was 5 years old. I never told a lie after 5 years old. I'm innocent, Your Honor. I'm innocent. I'm innocent of all charges. Whatever she said I did is a lie. Whatever she said I did is a lie. Everything that came out of her mouth is a lie, and everything that came out of her mouth is the truth. Lies, lies, I do despise.
Which is so wild because, like, I am not that type of person and never understood that type of person that could be one person outside and a different person inside.
Right.
Like, the fact that you were dating someone like him and end up marrying him, I know that you saw the signs of that, but I can't imagine how that was for you to put on a face for outside and for social media, but then off social media and behind closed doors, the craziest.
But that's what
shit's
happened.
happening.
These type of guys, they take advantage. It's a certain type of woman that they look for. Women
Sure is. You hear this? Listen up. It's a certain type of woman. They can't stand women like me, but it's a certain type of woman that they look for. Listen up.
with big hearts, credible mothers is what I'm noticing too. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
when they get you in and they want to they want to do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That was always their plan. But
Yep.
it's those that have the big hearts and that is very caring and stuff like that. And
I guess I'm not that caring. I guess I'm not.
I think a piece of advice for anybody is watch out for them folks that are trying to get married quickly. Because me and her, we have a lot of mutual friends. We went to college together, but we started a relationship August, September, October, November, like 4 or 5 months in. We actually moved in together.
So that was pretty fast.
But we were boyfriend and girlfriends for 4 years,
Right.
3-4 years.
Before
so
we
it
got
wasn't
married.
like, because what I'm hearing on the other stories is not like that. It's more so they
dated for 3, 4, 5
literally
months.
the Hazel,
3 months.
Delicious. They
Oh my
moved in
God,
together
all of them.
and they got married in 3-4 months. So it's a pattern that these guys do. They feel like when you're married, it's this whole
control.
Yeah, it's like with marriages in general. It's like it's you're thick and
You
thin.
listen to the man.
It's like, you're my wife. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're my wife, like they're a piece of property or something,
no matter what happens, you ride it out. You sacrifice, and that's what marriages is about. But it's just
cook, clean, have my babies.
You want to have that. You want to have that union with somebody that is deserving on both ends. So it's the union that they want to be able to control you within this union. You know what I mean? So, women and fellas, you got to be wary about fast marriages. You know what I mean? Get to know the person. I would rather you move in with the person because it's the same shit. When I moved in with her, I started learning more about her. She started learning more about me. When we do all of that shit.
And you still have to learn. And that's tough too, learning someone while you're living together.
That's I can't imagine way you can learn from somebody.
Right. But I can't imagine being married and learning someone and living together all at the same time.
Yeah, it gets way more complex.
How long were y'all engaged before you got married?
Girl, we got engaged June and got married August.
Oh yeah. Oh, y'all was tweaking.
Yeah, he went right in there. So
and now I'm in a divorce where he wants half of my assets.
Oh my God. Let's take half of his. That's what it says.
Now, the divorce document said that's not true, honey. He did not ask unless he asked her on the phone, honey. The court papers say that's just not true. It was the other way around, okay? Let's keep it all the way real over here and talk about it with her more, okay? Unlike some of them other folks, they can't keep it real to save their life, Lord Jesus.
It's just like, bruh, let's just do joint custody and move on. Like,
right.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so the person I'm dealing with.
Would you ever? Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Would you ever date again? Or are you traumatized?
I wouldn't say traumatized because I feel like where I'm at now, I'm at peace.
Okay.
Months ago, I would have told you hell no, but I've been getting closer with God. I've been getting back into church.
Amazing.
And that's important for me. That's always been important for me. But when I met him, he was like, "No, you don't need to go to church. You want men in your face? Oh, there is no God. You believe in the Bible? The white man wrote that.
Dude was
you
atheist too. Atheist brother.
No.
Now all of a sudden he playing and smoking Northford on all his videos. I need you now. Lord, I need you now. Lord, I need you now. I need you now.
He says he believes in the higher energy. Whatever that is, I don't know. But when I bring up going to church or going to God, it's always, oh, you want to go there for the men, or you must want to date the pastor, or you must. I'm like, I'm inviting you to church with me. If I'm dating a man there, why would I invite you? Like, make that make sense.
Now they be cheating in the church.
He was a whole devil while he was married. Now he an angel, baby. He's an angel, honey. He sits on the right hand of God, child. On the throne, on the right side of God. That's what he is, honey. He an angel. I am a God. I am a God. I am a God.
I'm gonna lie, they be cheating.
Right, but I'm go there for the word and not leave. I'm not there for nothing else. I'm not there for nothing else. But as soon as I started getting my relationship focused on God and doing a lot and going to church every Sunday and doing whatever I can to learn more about my word and get my relationship closer to God, that's when all hell broke loose, really, in my relationship. That's when stuff was happening back to back.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was God. Like, listen, I need your attention back on me. You've been putting him first before me for a long time, and it's time for you to come back.
I love that. That's a testimony right there.
Oh,
Are you feeling more when it comes to like finding love again? Are you open, or do you feel like you have a time limit, like maybe a year, 2 years of dealing with myself? Like how are you? What's your mindset?
Are you ready? You already dating? No.
Right now, I mean, I'm open, but right now I'm focused on my self-love journey and my relationship with God, because the next man I want him to bow down to his knees and love God more than me. Yes, so if you don't have that, if God not first in your life, I don't want you.
Okay.
I love that. Now, what about your
That was until she went to California.
Your healthcare dream? Like, do you feel like social media is now, because you have a pop in social media and you have an opportunity to do what you want with it. But do you feel like you would want to get in that industry or
I
do
was
something?
telling my friend the other day, like, I hate my life sometimes because I miss being able to work
Mm-hmm.
and network and talk to different people and get to know different people. I feel like in this industry, everybody is pretty much to themselves, closed off, shut off. Sometimes want to deal with you if they can benefit off of you, but besides that, they don't want
Right.
nothing to do with you. And
Right.
I've just been like, it's been hard to find people that are in the industry that are like cool people that don't want nothing from me, and just we can just be two cool people that I can talk to and relate to, because being in this industry, especially now that I'm not married, it's like hard for me to go outside now. I feel unprotected because I got 3 million, a million people over here, a million people over here watching me that I don't know them. I don't know who these people are behind the camera that's looking at me,
Right.
or when I
Right.
go live or when I post these videos. I don't know if they team him and let's do something to her, or you just never know. With sex trafficking, it's just so much going on in the world. It's just like, I just feel like my only safe haven is to be at home. Like,
Right.
I'm afraid
Right.
to go outside. And if I do go
Yeah.
outside, it's quick. Take my kids to school, get back in the house, and but I actually miss my old life of being able to live privately and be able to go outside and enjoy the moment.
It's a shame to have to live like that, especially as a content creator, because I swear I'm not about to be scared to go outside. We just gonna have to run into each other. You feel me?
Without worrying about why this man staring at me. Oh, he must know me. Or why this woman staring at me. She must know me. Why she filming me without saying anything? Like, that's weird. Like, I miss the regular Briana.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah,
you.
that, I mean, I feel like we've also gone through that as well, of just realizing that life will never be the same again.
Come to LA though. It's
Yeah,
a little
come to
bit more.
LA,
It's a
girl.
little bit
I'm
more
You will
actually
lighter.
be.
coming to LA on the 17th.
Girl, let me tell you something. Everybody out here, so
That's what happened, child. She went to LA on the 17th, and what happened, y'all? She came back with Johnny. She was doing good. She was doing good.
they might stop for you and they might not, and
It's the
it's
funny
cool.
thing is because like I'll go like to Malibu a lot and like and you'll just see A-listers just chilling with their family. Ain't nobody stopping them. Like I was at the golf course, the Allstate man and another dude. The brother that I was with, he didn't know like their names, but he knew their faces. But
Yeah.
like I know a lot of A-listers or just people under that they here in LA, nobody really
Everybody out
cares
here,
for
girl.
real.
You gonna
You
see the
could be anywhere else.
Kardashians. You gonna see
They
Drake. You
it's
gonna see
like
Kendrick
people, yeah,
Lamar.
people so used to seeing A-listers that they don't even, you don't get that much attention. And it's funny
Right.
because LA is all about attention, but you know what I mean?
It's
I could definitely
great.
see like when you in the South, like when we was in Chicago, it is what it is. When you're in the South, these areas where people just watch TV a lot more and they don't like
I like
go
being
out
on
like
social
that.
media, right?
Yeah, so it is
They don't have passports, is what he trying to say.
a lot different. And when you come to LA, holla at us. It'd be
Yeah,
dope to link up and see each other.
for sure.
Sure.
But what about the corporate? Like, are you done with corporate at this point? Like, do you feel like there's nothing you want to do in the healthcare industry at this point?
I make much more money than I would if I were to go work a regular job in healthcare.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, that's how social media is. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
same.
that's that's the big plus about social media. You
Yeah,
could you could
that's
work at home.
yeah, that is the big plus about it.
Yeah.
But, at least you ain't got nobody snatching your password
All right.
these days to make your money, sis.
Yeah, I ain't got about that no more.
Cutting off the password so she can't go live. She free.
Right? How do you feel now mentally, now that you are completely away from that situation? Y'all aren't sexually involved,
Hmm.
and
That's
you're,
important too. Anybody
yeah,
that's watching this video, please stop having sex with that type of person, because
Yeah.
I noticed that I would feel so drained and so stressed and so low every time I would have sex with him. That energy was just so like dead. Like, I would just be like,
See, now I would tell y'all why, but I'm just not gonna tell y'all. I'm just not even gonna say it. I'm just gonna continue to hit play, but I would tell y'all why she felt that way. But I'm just gonna continue to hit play.
why do I feel like a fucking zombie? Like, this
Wow.
this how he feels? Like, this is not it. But
Right. Because they say like
now,
his energy goes into his sperm and he comes in you, and now it's in your uterus, your womb, what brings life to the world, and
Damn.
it's
right.
the center of your body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When you are dealing with a narcissist, anybody that's listening, I definitely recommend you doing some narc abuse courses. That's what
Mm.
I did, and I feel like it helped me out a lot. It helped me with no contact and being able to stay strong without trying to
Wow.
go back and try to, rekindle something that's never there. And it also taught me that it never was anything. That person never had feelings. That person don't have feelings. A narcissist don't have feelings. They don't have emotion. And you have to get rid of that illusion of what you thought you had because it never was there.
Mm. Right, because he's putting on
So
a facade.
that narc abuse, his name is Narc Abuse
Y'all
Coach. I
just
follow
so
him on
horrible in
Instagram.
them
So if y'all follow
comments.
me, y'all see who I
Please, yeah,
follow.
we gonna find him. We would love to get him on
Definitely.
the show because
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
Because
this
we deal with
situation,
everybody we talk to, they all dealing with narcissists.
yeah, I think that's where
Yeah.
the mirage part of it comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something that you
Definitely want to
didn't.
do the work for yourself. Because
Wow,
it's
wow,
I like how he gives work for you to do, homework for you to do, stuff for you to follow up on, congratulate yourself after a certain amount of days of no
Mm.
contact. Like there's just so many levels to it to get you back to yourself, because a lot of people don't know that being in something like that, it affects your nervous system. For a
Mm.
while I would have anxiety. I would be live and then I see his name pop up and then my hands will start sweating. I start shaking real bad and then I just shut down and I'd be like, all right, you guys, well, I'm gonna get off the live. But now
wow.
when I see him, anyways, y'all, so let me gonna tell y'all what I'm about to do.
And I know
Like,
that hurts him. That
yes,
crushes
because
him. That
usually
power
I
that you got
would
back.
shut down. Like I would just
Wow,
shut down, and people would see it. My fans would be like, "Girl, keep talking. You was just doing so good, and then he came around, and now you just." But
wow.
dealing with
What
that,
made
your
you
whole
bring
body
For a man that wanted to be divorced, why in the world was he on her lives anyway, right? Just stalking her. For a man that didn't wanted a divorce after year one, just wanted to be done with a relationship, but yet he all on her page stalking the dog shit out of her. Made that make sense?
just shuts down.
what made you be able to get your confidence back? I mean, you did the narc course,
Mm-hmm.
but outside of that, what helped you bring your confidence back to be able to do the live in front of them and not be drained?
I think the exercises that that the
Okay.
coach gave us to do.
Nice.
Like he
Those.
would say, "I'm safe." We have to touch our hands and say, "I'm safe." Then we rub our heads and say, "I'm safe." Which whenever I would have to do that every day to just readjust my body back to feeling safe and not so knotted up, or the sound of his voice would just make me just shut down because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna get a good person or if I'm gonna get a bad person. I don't know if he's gonna snap out or if he gonna. My body became so adjusted to that you just don't know what's gonna happen when that person come around. So your body just automatically shuts down. So with the exercises that he gave me, I started being more and more comfortable, more and more comfortable, and then being able to do no contact now. Like now, when it comes to our child, text me. I'm not talking to you at all. Text me. If you want to see her, you're going to have to text me and that's it. I don't answer his calls. I don't talk to him. I don't want to hear his voice. I blocked him from everything. And I feel like that's hard for a lot of women to do. But I blocked him
It's
on all social
needed
medias.
because you don't want to see that person popping up
Yeah.
on your page, especially when you're
No.
Ruining
trying to
the day.
heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I blocked him on everything. I wish I could block him from my phone, but because I got a daughter,
But I don't understand, like I said, the fact that he the one act like he been wanting a divorce forever and a day. Why would he even want to follow her though?
got to
Right.
keep him
Right.
open.
Has
But
he
besides that, mm-mm.
has he ever like tried to make a or like either reconcile with you or try to make a move sexually or like try to you know
Yes.
right still since you left and all of that like it'll be
Yes.
on some shit like hey can we figure out how to clean up my career and by the way can we
Fuck?
Yes.
Charmaine is Charmaine is a trip. Listen to what Charmaine said. She said, can you clean up my image? And by the way, can we Charmaine said, can we fuck?
talk to him. I don't want to hear his voice. I blocked him from everything, and I feel like that's hard for a lot of women to do. But I blocked him
It's
on all social
needed.
medias.
Because you don't want to see that person popping up
Yeah.
on your page, especially when
No.
you're trying to heal.
Yeah. So I blocked him on everything. I wish I could block him from my phone, but because I got a daughter, I gotta keep him open. But besides that,
has he ever like tried to make a or like either reconcile with you or try to make a move sexually or like try to, you know,
yes.
right? Still since you left and all of that, like it'll be on some shit like, hey, can we figure out how to clean up my career? And by the way, can we
fuck?
Yes.
Shut up.
Yes. We did have sex once right after this happened, and that's when I'm explaining to y'all how I felt low and down, and yeah.
You were like, oh
that
my God,
last
I never want to do that again.
Never.
It was like
it was the darkest place.
Right. It was like breakup, like official breakup sex.
It was like when you come into reality that this is.
They had sex and did a photo shoot in the bathroom. Y'all remember? They did a whole photo shoot in the bathroom. I'm done.
Not what you want.
Right.
Your soul can't even take it.
Girl.
After, did he try to like kind of, you know, mend things like after that? Like that?
Yeah, he like, I want this divorce, but we could still make it work divorced. And I'm like, no.
After divorce or still having divorce?
After divorce. He says he wanted me to go through with the divorce and then we just be boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, because I think he just don't want you with another man.
And what type of sense did that make? Robert was gonna slide in there and get them cheeks when he wanted to and dip back out. And she wasn't gonna be able to ask him a damn thing. You hear me? She wasn't gonna be able to say, where you been last night? He gonna be like, we ain't married. What you asking me that for? You don't get them privileges. Yeah, y'all don't remember that whole photo shoot in the bathroom? Come on, I know I ain't the only one saw that. Let's keep it real, y'all. Y'all, they did a whole photo shoot in the bathroom, throwing up deuces and everything.
He'll do his thing. He don't want to see you with another man, and he gonna get his half, and then
another sense of control.
That is so sad.
I was like, what? We had talked to a whole married couple and everything. Like they was talking about how they could relate to us and how her husband used to be like a cheater or whatever. And we all shared different things except for him. He would never hold accountability. Even, I don't know if y'all seen the second interview he did with Tasha K, but he never held accountability to nothing. Like,
so he had 2 interviews with Tasha K?
Yes, the first one was to dog me, and the second one was, I guess, her realizing that everything ain't my fault, and I'm really not this bad person that she thought I was.
What was she?
Yeah, everything was not Briana's fault, and she's not the bad person that people think she is. She got some issues, just like Robert do, right? But she's not to blame for the whole failure of the marriage, no matter what people tell you, okay? It's him. He the man, and he 11 years older. They need to take that pacifier out his mouth and hold him responsible. Either he just need to move on and don't never take accountability. One or the other.
Oh, what happened with you? Okay.
I didn't to her at all because I didn't want to do the interview with her because I was not in the right mind space. I was broken. I was going through so much hurt. I just didn't want to do that. I wasn't in the right mind space to do an interview, and she took that as I got a plan, whichever plan that is. I don't know. And if she had a plan, why she didn't tell him the plan? Because when they went and do the interview, he still called me and said, "What's the plan?" I don't know. Why didn't you ask her? She the one said I had a plan. So,
wow.
Was there?
I've never talked to her.
Mean, what's the plan? Like, as in, like, how?
Oh, she said she had on her first interview. She had said that I had a plan to end his career. She said that I told her that I had a plan, and my only DM from her.
Did y'all hear Briana say that Robert called her and said, "What's the plan?" She's gonna be like, "Oh, this is what I plan. So I plan on Tuesday. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna ruin your career. I'm gonna say everything bad about you or whatever, so that everybody can just stop liking you. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna do this, and then on Thursday, I'm gonna do this, and then on Friday, I'm gonna do again." What? Robert called her and said, "What's the plan?"
Her was, "You want to do an interview?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." Talk to my manager, and that was it. I never talked to her again.
So you seen the interview with
Wow.
him and Tasha K. He's just dogging you, and what was he saying and shit? Like what?
I mean, I didn't even watch the full thing. I just seen a snippet of
Mm,
them talking about me, talking about I had 3 different baby daddies. He got me out the projects, and I'm like, what? You never got me out the projects. What are you talking about?
right.
And you and Tasha K, y'all were going back and forth over
Oh
this
no, we didn't go back
interview?
and forth. She made talking stuff about me. I guess I was
Yeah.
assuming
What
that
was
she got
she
it from
saying?
him. She was just saying that I was in projects and he only stayed with me because I got good pussy and I used him to get where I'm at and that's why I left him because the whole plan was to end his career. And I'm like, if I wanted to end his career, I could have ended it years ago.
That's so sad that she,
Mm.
as a sister, and I believe she's married, right? She's married
Yeah, she
to
just had a baby recently.
as a
Somebody said, "What career?" Listen, content creation. Okay, what do y'all mean? Content creation is his career. What are y'all talking about? In his career as a content creator, Spider-Man, stop playing, y'all. Or Batman, Superman, tap dancer, one of them. Curly Joe, Mo, and Lolo.
sister, and for her not to get any
Real.
information from you,
Right.
and given all this speculation to
It's y'all fault.
alleged abuser, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? You would just think that people would tread lightly and just try to get the information before they make
Right.
so many
And I
opinions.
never said that I wouldn't do an interview with you. I just said I wasn't in the right mind space to do an interview. I was not ready. I couldn't even, back then, I couldn't even talk without crying. I couldn't
You
even have a
saying back then? This
conversation.
is a few months
Months ago,
ago,
Right.
so it's
right?
3 months
like
ago.
it's
Like, I could
understandable.
not. I could
I was
not
my mind
do,
was fucked up because when you said October, and I'm forgetting we're in 2023, so I'm thinking
right.
originally I was like October 2021. Okay,
No, October
but then
that
Yeah.
I
just
started
It
like,
passed.
took
oh
me
shit, like
3 whole
October was.
months to get where I'm at today. 3 whole months it took me to get where I'm
And you're doing really good
at. Yeah.
for 3 months. 3 months is not a long time. Like October was just around the
It's
corner.
just around,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you speak about such a dark situation and being in a
Mhm.
dark place. And
Mhm.
what I love the most about these interviews is when we get to talk to you when you're out of it, and you
Mhm.
just have the clear mind, and
Right.
you can feel the energy of just like of the healing, and
Mhm.
the silver, like you get into the end of the tunnel, and
Yes.
just the curiosity of what life is going to be now that you've put so much light on something that's so dark. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the part I love the most with interviews like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because
And that's why it was so important for me to show my fans the good, the bad, the ugly, and the nasty. I didn't care about people talking about me crying. I went to Dominican Republic, and cared you not like free. When I was there, I was so emotional
Yes, this was a good interview. I agree. It was a good interview.
and sad every day. I could not even enjoy my trip. I
mm,
turned my camera on. I said, I don't care. I want them to see this. Because people feel like I feel like a narcissistic breakup is totally different from a regular breakup. Because
right.
people don't understand the trauma, the triggers, the cycle of abuse that goes on. They don't understand that when it's detaching, but you still kind of still there trying to fix something
Yeah.
because this person trying
Hmm.
to manipulate you to feel like it's something else. And then it's in
Right.
the public eye. So it's
Yeah.
totally different from just a regular breakup with regular old Sam.
Hmm.
Right.
So I wanted them to see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the nasty. I was on there crying my tail off, like still explaining, but just showing them my truth. Like I want
We saw you, girl. We saw you. We saw you, honey. We saw it. We saw it. We synced it, girl. We synced it.
y'all to see this journey. So when you see me on the brighter side, you can say, you know what, I seen her go through this. So I can
Right.
take advice from her because she did go through it. I can listen to her because she did go through it. I didn't just turn my camera off, go behind closed doors and deal with it and then come out and be like, hey y'all, I'm back. You actually get
Mm.
to see my whole journey of the good, the bad, the ugly, and the nasty.
And now you're rebranding yourself.
Mhm.
You've removed Latruth
Mhm.
and it's Briana and your
Mhm.
children now.
Yes.
And it's a whole new
You might
version of
you
you.
might have to come out with a book, call it The Truth, with a
Ooh.
hashtag on it.
The
Nothing but the
truth.
truth.
Hey.
Nothing but the truth.
So
Okay.
you one of the important things that you said as far as what you're looking for in a man is somebody to love God, just as much, if not more, than you,
Yes.
which I can see why that is so important. Tell us a little bit more about what you see in the next man that you will be with or that you would settle with. Like, what type of man is he besides a God fearing? Like, what type of attributes would you want to see in this man?
I want him to have his life together, and even if not have your life together, have goals and be going after them.
Hmm.
One, two, I want him to be a family man. Like, um, you want to go do family things because my previous relationship, I couldn't. It's almost like forcing them to do it. I want to be able
Hmm.
to share family times without a camera always on 24/7.
Right,
I
right.
want to see you really genuinely love on me and my kids without a camera having to be involved.
Right.
So that's important to me. I need him to be God fearing. I need him to be family oriented. I need him to love on my kids as if they was his own, and just give me the same loyalty and honesty that I give to him.
I love that.
And I don't think that's too hard
No.
You know,
to give or receive, okay?
I don't want no
You
money. I don't want nothing. All I want you to
I
do is
think you
be here
deserve it too.
emotionally and
Brianna, stop saying that, girl. Stop saying you don't want no money, honey. You want the money, Bree. Listen, they need to go get some money, okay? Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that.
Yeah.
mentally and support me. That's it.
Yeah, I definitely think you deserve it. Do you feel that dating Latruth and putting all of your ups and downs out there to the world, do you
Mhm.
think that it's like men would look at you different moving forward? Do you think that that has kind of put a
I feel
bruise on your
like,
image at all? When it comes to
like,
men, not like women, because like
yeah.
we get it, you know?
I feel like real men can see through it because I'm talking to real men,
Yeah.
not just family who care about me, but real men who are like people that I look up to
Right.
and
That would
I've
never
had
do that.
conversations with, and they
They're like, yeah, he
understand.
wildin'. I would have went to the
Yes,
internet too.
like they they against me putting it on the internet, but they understand because I also regretted it at first, but I'm happy I did it because that also put lighter to my ass for me to get the hell on. Because
Yeah.
otherwise
Yeah,
than
Yep.
that, I
Yep.
probably would have covered it up again.
and
And
stay with
I
him.
would still be there right now if I would have never exposed it to the internet.
Yeah. It puts you in an uncomfortable situation. And
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortability is what you needed to go against the grain and not do what you were doing for the past
Mm-hmm.
6 years.
Yeah, as long as
So,
you don't go back, because that's what we hate. We hate when people bring.
I think that statement that Robert told her that a woman need to lead with the wallet in order to get a man. Y'all remember that video that he said, ladies, y'all need to lead with the wallet and y'all can get y'all a husband. Y'all remember that video? I think he put that in her head that she needs to lead with the wallet and that's how you secure a relationship or whatever. She need to dump that shit out her head because listen, don't believe that, y'all. Don't believe Robert when he said you need to lead with the wallet. He is giving you false information. That is called manipulation, okay? So, he said that because she led with the wallet because he didn't really have no money. You know what I'm saying? Not no serious money. So she led relationship and obviously she's leading with the wallet now in this relationship that she's in, but yeah, dump that. Do not believe that a woman should lead with the wallet. Okay, what Robert told her was not true. It was called manipulation. Okay, he gaslit her. Okay, gaslit her big time.
It to the internet and then they go
Mm-hmm.
back because then you're setting like a bad example to
Mm-hmm.
all the young girls
Yeah.
out there. We if you gonna leave and you gonna be the face of leaving, stay gone.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
going back. There's
yeah, I
better
don't think
outside.
I would be super shocked if you went back.
Mm-mm.
I don't see that at all. I
No.
think your blessing is on this new path you're on,
Mm-hmm.
and you just self love is, like you said, is very important.
Yeah.
Self discovery. I think all of these things are important in finding the right partner, because when you know yourself and know what you want and know what you're looking for, that you're ready for that person to come and fill that hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's missing.
And
So
I forgot one more important thing. I want him to be
yes,
What's up,
whole,
girl?
because I'm working on becoming whole. So I want another whole man to come with this whole woman. I don't want no
right.
more broken men. I don't
Yeah,
want to be
Well,
a
yeah.
fixer
girl.
no more, because I
That's
learned
I
I
don't
that's
want to
the
cannot
be
fix.
your
thing.
mama.
Mm,
That's the thing. Yeah,
I
yeah.
cannot fix your broken. Like, go get your traumas and your triggers fixed, as I am doing my work for mine, because that's most important for me. Like, I want to take my time so that I can fully heal, so that the
Hmm.
next man don't have to pay for this man's mistake, because it's not
Yeah.
fair.
No,
Oh my
and
God.
whoever's watching this, I mean,
Now, Bree, you should have held on to that. Now, come on, now you should have really, really held on to that. It breathed well. It definitely breathed well. But the next weekend, she took off the Cali, y'all. The next weekend, she took off the Cali.
it could be your next man. It's these are important. That's why I'm kind of glad you put it out there.
Yeah,
You're in
same.
the light. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, and then being in the light, the positive of putting this stuff out is to inspire others. There's people that do not have a voice that like you
Hmm.
have, do not have a platform, and they're going through
Yeah.
exactly the same thing, maybe even worse,
Yes, I
and
get
they don't
DMs every day.
see, and they don't have that opportunity to, you know, tell the whole world.
Right.
So we're hoping that interviews like this and even more stuff like bringing in the therapists and bringing people in, we can help those that don't have a voice.
Or feel like they don't have a voice. Because I feel like everybody has a voice in your own way.
Hmm.
And the voice could just be in the relationship of saying, I'm not going to do this anymore.
Right.
Definitely,
But then we
definitely.
have
Yeah.
women that's not financially able to lead.
No,
So,
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Trust me.
it's a lot of aspects
I'm
involved in it.
aware.
Because
hmm
you got social media, you can make money on social media, you got this
hmm
following, and
Y'all
it's
done
a
built a whole career
it's not the
together.
easiest, but it's easier than those that don't have a platform, don't have a following. They could go on a live and tell two people, it don't mean nothing. But the two people, one of the persons is the damn husband, and now
hmm
he going even crazier now.
Right.
Yeah.
So is I hope from this platform we can figure out ways, successful ways, effective ways for women or even men that are going through stuff like this and
Anyone in a
figuring out,
relationship or,
how to effectively separate themselves and get out of the situation. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And
And
we
I
really
also want to
appreciate, oh, go
clear
ahead.
up the apology post. I've
Okay.
seen
Yeah.
a lot of people talking about that. I made an apology so that I can shut the door on that situation. I don't want to continue a battle of going back and forth of bashing who once was my husband. So for me, I publicly humiliated him by bringing out my truth and bringing
Right.
out more facts about him that I could have not said. So I made a publicly apology to him for that. Not because, oh, I apologize because I lied. No, I apologize to be a bigger person and be a woman about my
Mm,
stuff and take ownership in what I did on social media. That's why I apologize. I didn't apologize because the abuse didn't happen. I apologize
right.
because I publicly humiliated him even beyond the abuse.
Yeah,
So
you
that's what the
finished it
apology was for.
where you
She did apologize, but narcs don't take apologies, honey. They want blood, child. They don't want no apology. They want blood, honey. You ruined his social media career, Brianna. Brianna, his social media career was important to him, honey.
started it at,
Hmm.
and you want the apology to be just as loud as a disrespect. So
Yes.
Did he communicate with you like after he seen that, like thankful or what did you say? Hey, can you put
Yeah. And then he
another
said,
post
oh, you
up
need to
just
go.
saying it
Yes.
didn't happen?
Hmm.
but
Basically.
you didn't say it didn't happen. Can
He
you put
said
one more
Yep.
time?
Hmm.
that.
And that was
Nick, you
it.
funny for guessing that.
I know
Right. You.
people, man. I
He
know
he a
people.
psychic.
I know people,
Now
man.
I, I know we're
With the apology and all, but can you go and say to the left, anything in the box to the left? Can you polish it up and can you turn it green? Can you spin it around? And then can you say this? Can you say this?
wrapping up the interview, but I have bad news. Our nanny has to leave in 20 minutes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, this conversation was amazing. We are very appreciative of you coming
This
here,
was a
giving
good
us the
interview.
real. This ain't no Tasha K shit. You know what I'm saying? This platform is about having honest conversations, being helpful, being informative. Fuck all of that scandalous clickbait bullshit. These are people, real lives, people, real situations, and people that are watching are going through these situations as well. So we tend to try to be as delicate and just as mature as possible, to allow you to have a free space and just communicate. And we're very thankful for your time, and we wish you the absolute best. And as you go through your self-healing and discovery, maybe we reconnect and talk a little bit more. And you never know, like me and White be trying to do some matchmaking stuff down in
Yeah,
the
we might
future.
hit you up
So
and
we
have
might
a match for
we
you.
might find the man you need.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
man.
got you though, girl. And, thanks for
you.
trusting us to come on our platform and tell your story. And we hope that people watching can, again, see the red flags in marriages, or know how to navigate their situation if it's similar. We love y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share, all of that.
And tell us though before you leave,
Mhm.
what are some things we can look out for? I'm sure you got a lot of things brewing. You're a businesswoman, you got boutiques and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Please shout that out. Let people know how they can support you and what they can look out for.
So I'm actually getting ready to film my TV show, which is why I'm coming to LA. I'm filming there.
Ayo.
Really?
Yes, I'm filming my own TV show about me and my life after this.
Nice. Is it
Oh,
already on a network? Can you let us know?
Not yet.
okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I am excited for you. Okay.
Um,
We gonna look out for that.
yes, and then I'm also dropping a skincare line very
Okay,
soon.
Beautiful.
girl.
Because the skin is
And
glowing. They gonna want to
you,
know
you know, I
what's
had to
going
test it
on.
out
It's
first.
flawless.
That's that no stress skin right there.
That's that I'm hydrated and nourished.
So yeah, my boutique is Miss Latruth Boutique, and just follow me on everything. Just being Briana. I'm trying to switch Facebook over from Miss Latruth to just being Briana, but Facebook keep rejecting me. We keep rejecting
Same
the
with my
name.
name too. I'm trying to
Yeah.
switch my Facebook name.
Girl,
I think she did good as far as, trying to get things done on her own. But honey, when the smear campaign started, child, they was ruthless and they ain't stopped yet. To the interview with all of them on it, I ain't going to lie. She made me cry when she cried. She was so hurt. Yeah. To hear him, yeah, she was. But
They
I'm like,
gonna
come
win.
on, what they
They need
doing?
to see the divorce papers. That's it.
Right.
Send them the divorce papers when it's final.
Okay, sister. Well,
Yes.
we want to send you off with all the energy, all the vibes. How do we usually end these? We ask if you have any advice.
Yeah.
I know you gave some advice already, but if you could just end this interview off with one piece of advice, what would you say?
Definitely do the work for healing. Don't rush into a new relationship.
mm,
Focus on the relationship with yourself. And if you believe in God, focus on your relationship with God because without God,
mm.
you have nothing.
Now Brianna should have took her own damn advice. She should have took her own advice because Lord Jesus.
Love it. Thank you
On baby.
so much. Thank you so much for your interview. We will connect offline and
And hit us up when you come to LA, girl.
yeah, hit us up. We're so proud of you, man. It was
Thank
great
you.
learning about your story, and God bless you and them babies.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, have a wonderful night,
In a weekend.
weekend, all that. Oh, it's Friday. Ooh.
Yes,
Turn
honey.
up now. Turn
My
up.
man definitely getting some tonight. We're going to have to figure it out because baby said they're
God.
leaving right now.
Okay.
But it's Friday, boo.
Funny. She said, "My man definitely getting something tonight." Now, I love the interview. I do believe that Brianna should have stayed on the straight and narrow and continue to do the work. Right? She said, "John must have some great DIC." Ruthana, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I don't even want to talk on that subject because, honey, I will be here all damn night. You hear me? But I believe that she should have stayed on her path as far as working on herself, her self-love, you know, healing from that traumatic, toxic ass relationship that she was in. Not saying that she didn't add to it, you know, it takes two, but you know, some people only want to see that she was the toxic one and he was the perfect one. And y'all know that that's just not true, honey. Don't let nobody lie to you and convince you that one person was toxic and the other person was an angel. Ain't no damn way. Ain't no angel calling you all the bees in the world up and down the damn street. Okay. Don't ever, 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 no matter what, don't ever, ever, ever in your life believe that one person was toxic and the other one was an angel, honey. Don't even hell to the no. To the no. Okay. It's just not true. No matter how much they twist it, turn it, or burn it, it's just not true. It's just not true. One day they're gonna stop all that lying, okay? Stop all that lying. Go on and come forth. They be clearing consciences around here, right? Somebody said she rushed into a relationship. She did. I think that, in my opinion, I believe she did it because social media pressure of saying, "Oh, you want him, you want him, you want him," meaning that she want Robert. They was doing video after video. She want her husband, and he don't want her. Yeah, nanny boo boo, nanny boo boo. And she was trying to heal from Robert. So I believe that she, and I could be wrong, but I believe she got into a relationship so fast because, you know, they say if you get up under one, you can get over the other one. So I believe she was really trying to get over Robert because I believe that she actually genuinely did love her husband. Okay. So I don't believe that Robert loved her, but I believe that she loved him. He can't, in my opinion, I don't believe a narcissist is capable of love. You can't say you love somebody, and when they come to you with their issues or problem, you turn it around and speak on your issues and your problem and ignore theirs. That's not love. That's not love. She said, "Are you gonna break down the therapist?" Yep, tomorrow, not tonight, child. I done been on this live for 2 hours and I done been on the other one for over an hour. Honey, I'm not breaking that down tonight, baby. Another night, baby. Another night. But at any rate, yeah, I don't think that he loved her or her kids. That's just my opinion. And I don't give a damn what people think or say. That's just my opinion. He did not love her or her kids because, you know, I just don't think that you could do that and Lauren got drugged and he came out not drugged physically, but one of the people over there said something about she want Jonelle, you know, that she was hot in the pants or something like that or whatever, hot in the coochie, and that she wanted Jonelle. Robert said, "I seen the video and y'all wasn't talking about my child, so carry on. Y'all can continue doing what you're doing because y'all wasn't talking about my child." That was the most disgusting thing ever. And then just think, he wanted a hug for the camera, right? To let everybody know that, you know, he still got somewhat control, right? But I thought that was the most disgusting thing ever. He should have put out, you know what, no matter who kid it is, you just don't talk like that under a 9-year-old clothes or, you know, any kid clothes, no matter the age. But he didn't say that. He said, "Hey, y'all, somebody told me y'all was talking about my child. I looked at the video. Y'all wasn't talking about my child. So carry on. Keep doing God's work," or whatever the hell he said. But yeah, he said that. So, you know, to me, that was the most distasteful thing in the world. Like, just distasteful, nasty, out of character. But this is who they call king because they're not used to real kings. They're not used to men treating a woman with a level of respect. They are definitely used to men advocating for stuff like that. Yeah, continue to talk about that child. I ain't birthed that child. She don't have my DNA, so it's okay for y'all to dog that one out. Just don't dog mine out. Like, that's just so. No, I don't believe that he loved the kids, but he's still posting them though. He posting them, honey. He posting the son and the son, but he's doing that because he wants a reaction from Briana because she's not giving him a reaction. And you know, narcissists want a reaction so bad. And because she's not giving him a reaction, because as you notice, he posted the boys first. Then when he didn't get a reaction, what he do? The next day he posted the daughters. And I don't think she still gave him a reaction, but tell you the truth, I don't know. It would help if I knew. I don't think she gave him a reaction. Let's just say that. But I believe that he posted the kids just so she can come out here and maybe say, stop posting my kids or whatever the case may be. She's just like, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not fighting with that man no more. You know what I mean? At some point, you need to stop fighting because you got kids. But some of these people on social media don't understand this. They'll, continue to carry on or whatever. Talk about what's under her clothes, what's in her pants, all type of stuff. Ooh, that's just so gross. She said, more you need to talk about Sonia Massey, who was just KIL'd in her own home after calling 911. Oh, wow. It's a lot of them, ain't it? Oh, you talking about in Chicago? I think I heard that story. She was in Chicago. She called and said it was an intruder and she had a pot in her hand. And the cop with his cowardly ass shot her because he a coward. Talking about that one? Yeah, I think that was in Chicago. Anyway. Y'all, my mouth is dry. Ooh, let me drink some water. I'm about to get off this live. Hold on a second. He's still throwing subs about his daughter, Jasharia. What a shame. What a shame. I don't know if I told you guys thank you or not, but thank you, Rita. Love you too, girlie. He didn't want her to work as a form of control, and it was a flex for his image. It was never for her. It was always for him. Yep, to maintain control. So, I do believe that sometimes men don't want you to work because they don't want you to have your own money. They want you to rely solely on them. Solely on them. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, I read that one. He convinced himself that it wasn't abuse because it wasn't punching, slapping, kicking, just sick and sad. Yep. I agree with that. Thank you, Michelle. He don't think that what he and let me tell you something. The reason why he probably didn't think it was abuse because you heard him say that he heard his grandmother and grandfather fussing and cussing at each other all the time. So he grew up like that. You know what I mean? So that wasn't abuse to him. He thought it was normal that a couple cuss each other out, call each other a couple of bitches and, stuff like that or whatever. And yeah, that's normal talk for him, just like it is a lot of other people in this, in this world. Meek says, thank you, Meek, for being a member for 9 months. She's more you have to understand that that is his video. So he probably edited the part out when operator asked her about the gun. Yeah, that may be true. That may very well be true. I just didn't hear it in that video, but that very well that could possibly most likely be true because the man did put a smile on. Somehow he was managed to cut a smile into old girl what's our girl name? Kenya G. Is it Kenya? Yeah, Kenya G's face, which I thought was crazy, child. And then Kendra G, and they didn't even want to call that out. Oh no, honey, they don't like calling out nothing that he do. Oh hell no. They're like, no, let's not call it out. The worst thing that I think that they did by not calling out that bot video, when he did that bot and put all those disgusting comments in there, the fact that they didn't call that out just, honey, blows your mind. Anyway, child. But they used to say, why y'all ain't calling out this and that and Jonelle cheating? And it's because they so worried about what Jonelle did to Bree that they want to ignore what Robert did. That's they focus. They want to ignore what Robert did. They want to say Robert didn't do anything because she said he didn't drag her down the hallway, But anyway, child, honey. How many more videos I need to break down before I can get off this? Because, honey, I need to talk about some more folks like Sergio Pino, baby. We need to talk about Sergio Pino, honey. We need to talk about a lot of stuff. More with Bree going from one domestic situation to another, would you think she possibly saw the same same type relationship with her parents. I don't know. That is actually a good question, you know? That is actually a good question. I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. Because you know, they do say some people get out of a toxic relationship and get right back into another, but I would think that you would see the signs, you know what I mean, and run for the border. But one thing that I did realize is that nobody can convince you to get out of a toxic relationship. Nobody. You got to be ready to do that on your own. Nobody. I don't care who you are out there. A person will have to be ready to do something like that on their own. They're not, you know, it is what it is. Because I'm pretty sure somebody probably told her to leave Robert early on in her relationship and she didn't. You know what I mean? So, and let me correct something because somebody said something which is so true. When I said, dang, her daddy, he didn't get involved in this, that, and the other. And somebody said, sometimes the families don't want to get involved, especially when they know that the child, you know, whether it's the son or the daughter, they're gonna go back or stay or whatever the case may be. And you're so right. And sometimes if family get involved, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. But I just look at it as most daddies, though, woo, child, daddies are normally very, very, very protective over their daughters. But I understand what you're saying. Some of these daddies be like, why am I gonna say something to her when she gonna be right back tomorrow? So let me just go on and just mind my business or stay out of it and let her handle it since she's grown. So I understand what you mean. So anyway, I'm about to get off this thing because I can feel my throat is starting to itch, and I'm gonna have to start. It's some people, probably some devilish people that came over to my post and probably put all type of nasty remarks under there because that's all they know how to do, honey. It's in the heart. Y'all, you know they say what's in the heart comes out, right? What's in the heart comes out, right? So there's a whole lot of people around here with some dark hearts. So, honey, let me go and clean up my comments because you know the devils, they come over there and put crazy stuff in the comments. Let me check my coffee right quick to see if anybody slid me a cup of coffee. Oh, I got a cup of coffee. Yay. Thank you, Trina, for the 3 coffees. Appreciate you. And Lucino, thank you for the 2 coffees. Michelle, thank you for the 3 coffees. Thank you. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coffees while I was on this live. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. She said, Amor, can you break down the video I just sent to you in your inbox? All right, I'll break down another night, baby. I'll check my messages in a few. I'm not going to do it right now. My throat hurt, honey. But I love y'all, and I would talk. Somebody said a female narcissist, that would be interesting. And I know one too. Yes. All right, you guys. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later, honey. I gotta go rest my throat, baby. Talk to y'all later. Bye.